The Hash It Out Show Game of the Week is presented by Boyd's ATA Black Belt Academy in Marrero, Louisiana. Barreto Home Solutions. Bayou Audio and Video. Hot Works on the North Shore. JFK Martial Arts in Mandeville and Covington. Lil Dizzy's Cafe. Kuman of Gretna. Moe's Pizza. Buck's Snow Whiz. CC's Children Blocks. The Pierre Family in Lafayette, Louisiana. Leo Auto Glass. The Juber Family in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Dat Kitchen Restaurant in Chalmette, Louisiana. HBP Construction and Consulting. CoSource Financial Group.
And good evening and welcome to Tad Gormley Stadium, City Park in New Orleans, Louisiana. Just a little football game going on here, guys. Who am I kidding? It's the state semifinals, Division One select. It is the John Curtis Patriots taking on the St. Augustine Purple Knights in the Hash It Out Show's Swan Song Game of the Week for the 2025 prep football season. And honored to be here. This is George Pepper says one more time, countdown to kickoff beckons right now. We came on a few minutes early because we wanted to give this game the just preview that it deserves, and other reasons too. But I can't do it alone. Got the man that's going to do the play-by-play for us and has done yeoman's work all year long. VK Jones, you ready?
Oh, man, of course I'm ready. I'm ready to get it rolling tonight in this potential full-quarter war for a trip to the Superdome next week in the Division One Select State Championship game. This is a big-time rematch, and this meeting goes all the way back to 1993. And now these two teams meeting here in a rematch in meeting 20 between these two teams. Looking forward to bringing to a great game tonight.
And the man that's the CEO of the Hash It Out Show, Jared J.B. Boyd, is here with us tonight. The three-man weave. Wouldn't want it any other way for our swan song. Jared, welcome aboard, brother.
Oh, man, it feels great to be here. This is actually my first time calling the semifinals with you guys.
Wow,
This
it
is-
sure
yeah,
is.
It is.
It sure is.
It really is.
So
Indeed.
it feels great to be here to do this big-time ball game. I mean, John Curtis looking to go to another state championship game to try to get state title number 29, and St. Augustine hadn't been in 46 years, so it's a lot on the line in this ball game. Everyone that's watching, hit the like button. Doesn't take a long time to do that. Go ahead and share this with other people. Tell them to tune in and hit that subscribe as well. We thank everyone who has tuned in through all 24 games that we have broadcast this year. We thank you all, everybody. And definitely we want to thank our sponsors as well.
Absolutely. It is cold. It is overcast. But you wouldn't know it by looking at the crowd on both sides as they are still filing in here for this massive semifinal between the Patriots and the Purple Knights. And VK, I want to go to you, and let's talk about the 7th-seeded Patriots. They have been on a mission since they lost Week 10 to St. Augustine 55-28. Most points scored against them. They've really taken that to heart because they've really done some yeoman's work here in these playoffs, especially last week, considering how they won at Turlings Catholic. The versatility they show with their veer and their run game. When you look at the Patriots, when you look at John Curtis, the way they played that game, 21-7, and Some people say Turlings was compromised. They were. I mean, the two tackles offensively were out. So that really kind of nipped them in the butt a little bit. But the Patriots, VK, after that beating against St. Augustine, they've really responded. Let's talk about this Patriots team. What are you seeing from them since the St. Aug game?
Well, it was a big wake-up call for John Curtis at the time, but at the same time, J.T. Curtis, you know how he is, especially after a loss. They learn from it, and also they put it behind them and they move forward. But they know that the tough schedule they have has prepared them for a playoff run that they are currently on right now. And for them, they really upped their game, especially and luckily that was week 10. So it was just a fact they just knew going into the playoffs that they would up their game, and which they have had with their two big playoff wins. And now they're in a position in the semifinals. And for them to go on the road up in Lafayette to get it done for the second year in a row against Turlings Catholic says a whole lot. You know, if you're going to catch Curtis, catch him early, because the thing is, when they get hot, they get hot.
Oh, absolutely, no doubt. And JB, let me bring you into it, and let's talk about this from the St. Augustine. Let's get started with the St. Augustine side of it. This is a team that is offensively very proficient, averaging close to north of 50 points on the year. Defensively, they've gotten better. They're solid. But when you look at this Purple Knight offense, how good have they been? I mean, their zenith is what they are. Fashawn Coulon has been outstanding. Now, they did lose Raekwon Williams, but they've still got guys. Miguel Whitley leads another talented group of receivers. JB, they won this game 55-28. If you're Robert Valdez, what are you telling your team tonight to guard against any semblance of overconfidence? And I don't think that's the case. But if kids are kids, what are you telling your kids tonight if you're Coach Valdez?
Well, number one, you're telling them that John Curtis is coming to play. He said, don't think about the first game. That was then. Don't think that just because you defeated them 55-28 that you can do it again. No, it's another ball game. We have to play our game. We have to play our best ball game up to this date. We cannot think about the past or what happened. We got to just let that go. It's a brand-new ball game, and look forward to this game and play St. Augustine football. That's the first thing. Number two, they got to go back and look at film of that first game and see the mistakes they made and see what they can do better in this game. And I'm sure they've done that on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. So they're going to see what they can do, make the adjustments needed to certain plays so they can try to exploit that John Curtis defense.
It wasn't a perfect game by any stretch for St. Aug, even though with the scoreline being what it is, every coach is going to tell you they're going to nitpick VK. But to J.T. Curtis and John Curtis and the Patriots, this is a team that was on the wrong end of that game. Obviously, they've got a lot of improvement to do to try to hang in there and do something with the St. Aug team. They're playing with a little more confidence right now, the way they've played. But when you look at this John Curtis team, they're very versatile in the backfield. When you talk about Gavin Leday and Boudreaux, and then your quarterback Padgett, look, this Curtis team is still dangerous. It is a very dangerous team. But when you look at that, when you look at this matchup in and of itself, John Curtis has a lot of work to do. But the old axiom, when you play John Curtis, got to catch him at the right time. They caught him in week 10, but it's hard to get that same team twice. And J.T. Curtis there's a reason why JT's won a bunch of games and is considered the GOAT.
Yes.
So if you're John Curtis, what do you do to try to, I don't know if you're going to stop St. Aug because of the proficiency of what they do on the outside and with Coulon at quarterback. But if you're John Curtis, how do you game plan this time? Semifinal. How do you game plan for this game?
You this time more than anything else, you got to jump on St. Aug. Not just jump on them early, but keep the pressure on them. Keep the pressure on them more than anything else. They had an early lead in the first meeting, but they got it this time. Besides getting the early lead, they got to make stops defensively. And you might not stop St. Aug the whole game, but if they can stop them in critical times, especially in between and all that stuff, and they take advantage of it with a score or two, this Curtis team could be in very, very good position.
Now, JB, we talk about the greatness of J.T. Curtis. He is the GOAT. I don't think there's any question of that. But Robert Valdez has done a pretty good job at St. Augustine. And, oh, by the way, if they win tonight, this is not going to be his first trip to the Dome. This will be his third program getting to New Orleans. If you're Robert Valdez, what does this mean to him if they finish this off, if they get to the dome?
Well, you heard him on Facebook and Instagram when
With
VK
VK
Jones
earlier this
interviewed
week.
him on Tuesday,
Right.
and he says it would mean a lot, but it would mean a lot to the school and to the community because this is something they've been waiting for over 46 years. 46 years.
Right. 1979. That's a long, long time.
Yeah,
and
so
see teams
so
coming
yeah,
on the
so
field.
so he's saying it would mean a lot to the community, the alums at St. Augustine. So that's what he's saying. So he's not trying to put it all on himself and his staff. He's looking at also who's went to St. Aug and
Right.
who wants to see this become history.
Now, VK, going back to the John Curtis side, let's talk about X factors. You know, we all know who the main players are in this ball game, right? But give me something you're going to be looking for as we call this game. By the way, guys, tune in to JB the Sports Guys YouTube page, like, subscribe. It takes you all of what, a second, 2 seconds, maybe at the
maybe,
most,
yeah.
something like that. But VK, I'm going to start with you from the John Curtis side. Give me something that an X factor in this game that you're going to be looking for.
Well, the X factor we're going to see is the fact that which team sets the tone of this ball game. Which team, more than anything else, would just try to make the big plays that they need to and all that good stuff and everything. So that's the biggest thing that we would see tonight. Who set the tone in this game,
Right.
and who will keep it going? Who will stay consistent more than anything else? Whoever makes the less mistakes is going to win this game tonight. But not just that. Who makes the big plays the most?
Now, we've ducked the rain, JB, so far, and if a deluge comes, most people will say it favors John Curtis. I mean, offense is offense and everything else, but it's not like St. Aug can't run the ball. They've got a pretty good running back on their side.
They got
I mean,
they got a whole
Hill's pretty
stable
good. Yes.
stable running backs. We got a couple of them that's hurt, but Khalil Lewis and
Very capable.
Kohan Davis.
Kohan Davis.
Yeah.
And
Kohan
also, you got another back. The backup quarterback, is Jael Noble.
yeah.
Has been a factor as well, and he was a big factor besides Kohan Davis in the first meeting.
Yeah.
Interrupting.
I know, but I know.
Little icebreaker,
Yeah,
VK,
but
icebreaker.
so look, it's a stable running backs, and even in wide receivers, they've been able to plug people in, and they have not missed a beat. This talks about the depth of St. Augustine.
What is the next factor for you tonight, though? From the St. Aug side of things, this is a team that can look at Curtis and say, yep, we already beat these boys. But what's an X factor for you tonight? If for St. Aug, what are you looking for?
On defense, on the defensive side of the ball, when you're trying to stop this John Curtis offense, I'm going to sit here and tell you the X factor has to be Chad Jones Jr., the middle linebacker. He has to make reads when defending this type of offense that John Curtis runs. So he's got to be able to see the dive. He got to be able to see the quarterback running to the side in the pitch. So he's going to be all over the field tonight. So I'm looking at him to make a lot of plays to be the X factor to help St. Augustine win this ball game.
It should be a very entertaining game. We're going to be coming up on the Invocation prayer and national anthem here in a few short minutes. But before we do, the weather. It's been overcast. It has been cold. They're talking about a 60% chance of rain. VK, John Curtis likes the Veer offense, and the Veer is what? Predominantly run.
Yes.
The conceivable thought, the perceived thought is that the weather would favor John Curtis. Do you concur?
I can agree with that. I
Okay.
can definitely agree with that. John Curtis, they run the ball very, very well, and they're very good on the ground, and they rely a lot on their quarterback, running backs, and their offensive line. So if a lot of rain comes in, and the thing about that also, it can keep St. Aug's offense off the field as well. So I think the rain would be a factor. But so far, nothing too much with the rain. It's kind of holding up right now, but we'll see what happens.
I'm looking at the weather right now, and at kickoff, the percentage of rain is at 25%. It does bump up to 60 at closer to halftime. So, but it doesn't look like it's a washout, JB. I think we're going to be okay.
Got to play the game. That's all it is. Got to play the game. As long as there's no lightning, game has to be played.
Okay, final question before we break for the invocation for both of you. JB, I'm going to start with you. Who's got the more pressure tonight, John Curtis or St. Aug?
I would say St. Augustine because John Curtis has been here before.
Right.
This is St. Aug's first semifinal appearance since 2014.
11
John
years
Curtis
ago.
was here last year, and they won the championship just a couple years ago. So I would
Right.
say St. Augustine.
VK?
I say the same thing. St. Augustine trying to look for their first trip since 1979 to the Superdome and to a state championship setting.
Okay.
So this is big time pressure for them. Curtis has been there. This is their 45th semifinal appearance.
No doubt, and that is an insane number. But you know what? That speaks to the consistency and the excellence of that program. St. Aug trying to get there and be in that number. We've had a lot of close games in these playoffs, the three of us. Three
Yes.
games, three barn burners. I'm not trying to say we're going to get another one. I would not mind another one. And with the stakes being what they are, a trip to New Orleans next week. I mean, we're in New Orleans now, but a trip to the Superdome, which is every kid's dream. And we see John Curtis coming on the field. How about we get another barn burner? How about some overtime tonight, yo?
Hey,
I'm
Hey,
just saying,
why
if it
not?
throwing it out
happens, it
there.
happens.
Why
If it happens, it happens.
I mean, I don't want. I mean, the nerves are what they are for the players, and Curtis has now entered the field of play. St. Augustine has as well. Yep, they're coming out a little bit differently though. I don't. Yep, there they are.
They
They're-
arm in arm.
They're arm in arm.
walking together.
Unity. Now, the winner of this game, gets Edna Carr or Baton Rouge Catholic, another terrific semifinal. We talked about these games on the Hashtag Show Game of the Week. So look forward to this game tonight. What we're going to do here, I'm trying to count the break as we are. But any final thoughts before we cut loose for the Invocation and National Anthem?
And we are in for a good one tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy it until the clock says 0. Let's enjoy this.
BK?
This is the season finale here for us, boys. And I tell you one thing, man. I'm proud of what we have built, and I'm proud of what we are as a platform. And I thank everybody, sponsors and all, the support you have been giving us. Continue to support us as we go into basketball. But at the same time tonight, let's enjoy these 4 quarters. It doesn't matter who wins. We just hope we got a great ball game once again tonight on the Hashtag Show Game of the Week. I can't do it without my people. I can't do it without y'all, man. Let's do it.
All I'm going to say is this. To those who are cheering for their teams, it does matter who wins.
Exactly. I was going to say, there's a little state called alumni. And look, BK, look, I do want to make this, I don't want to make this personal, but you're an alumnus of St. Augustine, but you have done yeoman's work all year long. Well, this is our 4th Purple Night broadcast.
Yes.
And a lot of the things that have been said about you, it would be easy to dive off. But you've maintained a heck of a level of professionalism, but I've known that 19 years, 20 years in, and I hear the PA announcer. So what we're going to do here, let's cut out, and we will give you the invocation, the prayer, and the national anthem. Let's come back, and we'll get some closing thoughts. You are listening to the Hashtag Show Semifinal Game of the Week.
The Son and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Let us pray. Lord our God, you are wonderful indeed, and we give you thanks and praise for the gift of this day. This historic moment where we thank you for these institutions that show forth their excellence on the field for your glory. Lord God, may you bless this night. Bless our teams with the spirit of good sportsmanship and excellence. May you pour forth upon each and every one of us the joy as we celebrate the gift of athleticism, talent. Lord God, may you keep our players safe and healthy, and may you allow for this one to be one of victory and great joy. Lord God, we praise you, we bless you, and we thank you. We ask that you pour forth your blessing upon us now and always, through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. St. Joseph, pray for us. St. Augustine, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
And welcome back to the closing moments of the pregame, the countdown to kickoff here. Semifinal night on the Hash It Out Show, Game of the Week. This is our swan song for 2025. We thank everyone who has joined us from day one to tonight. We want you to join us for basketball as we dive into that in a few short weeks. Looking forward to that, but I got to say a few things before I turn this over to VK. First off, to our sponsors. You guys have believed in us from day one. This is our third year we are concluding tonight. And I speak on behalf of my team, my brothers in blue, my brothers in arms right here, and saying this. We thank you so much for believing in us and giving us this opportunity to expand this platform, and we hope that we have done you proud. And that's coming from the bottom of our hearts, all three of us. I speak for all three of us. And also to everyone that has joined us on the show and our games, I have heard nothing but positive feedback from people that, y'all know what I do. The feedback that I get and the feedback that we've gotten, JB, it's been nothing but positive. Now, of course, we have a little fun. We always have fun on the show. We're picking on VK and everything else, and, he picks on us and all that stuff. But it's all to the good, and I'm looking outside right now. I don't see no umbrellas up, so it looks like we are okay. But we conclude the third year. We'll be back for a fourth. That is for sure. Debt, taxes, and the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week. That's the three guarantees that we have going in. And I just wanted to give my closing thoughts on the game tonight. I think this is going to be an absolutely fantastic ball game. This will not be 55-28, but the coin toss has happened. You know what? The pregame show, the countdown to kickoff is now done. Stay tuned. Sit back. Watch the Hash It Out Show semifinal game of the week between John Curtis and St. Augustine. Get to JB the Sports Guy's YouTube page. Like, subscribe, do everything needed to do. Get your dinner ready, whatever, if it's TV or whatever. Get it together and listen to us as we bring you the broadcast of the year. And with that, that is it for the countdown to kickoff. And now to the man that's going to call this semifinal, VK Jones. Take it away, bud.
We are live from Tad Gormley Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana. These two teams met first in 1993. And Ed Daniels called this ball game on WGNO television. But tonight, the biggest matchup ever between the John Curtis Patriots, the St. Augustine Purple Knights, the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week. We're in Division One Select Semifinals, and we're getting it going tonight. VK Jones in the building. We thank you for joining us tonight. We're ready to get it rolling, and we see that John Curtis won the toss, and they will receive to start the ball game. And we're ready to get it going here, kicking off.
St. Augustine.
I like it how it's just you in the building. I like that how
I
it's
know.
just you in the building. You just forgot about us right here,
Oh,
man.
no. I'm about to introduce y'all. So I
Here we
see the
go.
kickoff about to get it going and goes out of bounds.
Penalty
There'll
already.
be a flag already. I can't do this alone. You know what I'm saying? Jared JB Boy, the CEO of the Hash It Out Show, join us for our first semifinals. What's going on, man?
Not much, man. Glad to be here, man. Somebody going to the Superdome to play for a state championship.
Absolutely. Did I say we in the beginning? I said that we.
No,
Hash It Out Show.
you said when you just did your little introduction just now, VK Jones, am in the building. I'm like, well, we right here too now.
I was going to introduce you guys. That kickoff, that dude was about to kick off, so you know what I'm saying.
I get it. We
Who's
get it.
George? Go ahead.
Oh, of course. George
Yeah,
Pep
who's he?
is with us tonight as well.
Absolutely. And it's an honor to be here with you guys. Our first semifinal together.
All three of us.
All three of us. And
John-
wouldn't have it any other way, VK.
Right. John Curtis
They're going to re-kick.
says they're going to, let's re-kick it. So,
That's an interesting decision.
very much so.
You would normally take the field position here, and especially, and it's not sloppy. It's a naturalized turf field we have here at Tad Gormley.
But usually
So-
John Curtis thrives a lot on their special teams.
They do.
So they said, hey, we want you to re-kick it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Kicking off will be Darren Coates for the Purple Knights. And we got some returners here. Jacoby Boudreaux will be one of the returners. DJ Horton and also Jaden Turner and Paul Dufresne. And they set it up right there. And a short kick and decent return for John Curtis. And that right there, and I believe it was 24 with that carry there, because it was a short square kick, Jaden Turner on that return.
Interesting decision by Curtis, and it pays off a little bit because they get great field position to start, JB.
Yes, sir.
First and 10 for John Curtis. They will start at the 47-yard line. The John Curtis starting lineups, quarterback will be Landon Paget. The running backs will be Jacoby Boudreaux, Colston Martinez, Gavin Ledette. The receivers, DJ Horton, Paul Dufresne, and Isaac
Robovsky. No, the H is silent. Robovsky.
Robovsky. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Got you, baby.
Okay. First and 10.
I'm gonna tell you what's going on right now. The clock had continued to run, and
Oh,
the ref is saying
Put some
to
time back
reset
on.
it, so they put it back at 11:50.
Okay,
Yep.
here we go. So first and 10 for the Patriots as they start from their own 47. Split back formation here. Paget under center. Movement up front already for John Curtis.
Yeah, that's not what you want for John Curtis
No.
on the first play of your first drive.
False start on the Patriots, 5-yard penalty.
You don't want to be behind the sticks in any situation, but first play of a semifinal, you don't want to do that.
Offensive line for the Patriots at center. It'll be Colin Gonsoulin, also Sean Goodrum, Willie Bolden, and also Isidore Vance also at the guard spot. First and 15 out to 42. Paget and a fumble on the play, and Curtis recovers it. Very fortunate to get it back, and making that recovery, Jacoby Boudreaux.
Yeah, Jacoby Wood with the recovery, man. But right now, Curtis got to get out these nerves right now. Maybe they get some nerves that's hitting right there. You don't see this from a John Curtis team, especially this early in the game.
A big loss there, and they're all the way to the 36-yard line. Goodness. Cody Woodrup and Caden Batard, they end that offensive line here. That's the lineups for Curtis. Paget gets it out there, and incomplete pass. And that was intended for DJ Horton.
Yeah, DJ Horton, he got to make that catch. Got to be able to get that catch right there.
It'll be third down.
And 21.
Yep, third and 21 coming up. They got to get to the St. Augustine 43-yard line.
First quarter is brought to you by Boys ATA Academy.
Yep. Here we go. And the red zone is brought to you by Billy Bravender.
There you go.
And here we go. Third down and 21. Split back formation. Two receivers. Paget under center. Paget, he'll go with the draw. And they'll get positive yards. They're going to get to the 39-yard line as Boudreaux with that carry. It'll be fourth down.
Not the ideal first possession you want if you're John Curtis. Now you're giving this football up to St. Augustine and our proficient offense. I don't think JT wanted. I don't think this was in the game plan right out the box for John Curtis.
Lane Lacron will be punting. Returning will be Derek Bennett. Good snap. Lacron, he'll punt into that one. St. Aug says stay away. A good roll for John Curtis. Purple Knights will start from their own 23. Purple Knights offense on the field now. The starting lineup here. Quarterback will be Vashawn Coulon. The running back will be Khalil Lewis. Receivers, Derek Bennett, Miguel Whitley, and Zion Williams. The tight end, Kamari Navarre. The offensive line, Jaden Taylor, Christian Strickland, Elijah Menville, Greg Shields, and Landon Kelly. First and 10 for the Purple Knights from their own 23. We'll introduce the Curtis defense in 1 second. Two receivers to the right, and a handoff, and it's Lewis. Lewis, he gets hit up in the backfield. Good job there by John Curtis.
Yeah, very good defense from John Curtis. Defense able to fill up the gaps, making Lewis bounce to the outside. He has somebody there waiting for him. Very good defense from John Curtis.
Jaden Keelan with that tackle. No gain on the play. The Curtis defense. And we'll introduce them in 1 second. You know St. Aug will be in the no huddle.
Very up-tempo.
Three receivers this time. Two to the left and one to the right here. Man in motion. And they're going to go to Bennett on the left side. Bennett gets hit in the backfield. It's going to be a big loss. Huge loss there. That's the Curtis defense read it out. And guess what? Once again, Keelan making the play.
Looks like both teams are a little timid right out of the box. You know, a little shaky, a little nerves.
Not Curtis defense so far.
No.
They're playing.
I mean, I'm talking about offensively for both sides.
Gotcha.
Curtis offensively in all the first two plays. There's not really any conviction on that on the runs here. I mean, Curtis's defense has been lights out, but VK, go ahead.
3rd and 11 from the 22. They got to get to the 33 for a first down. Coulon back to pass. Coulon has time. Coulon looking, throws his slant, caught, and it's Bennett. First down for the Purple Knights.
Curtis defense showed a zone, and Bennett finds a spot in the zone, sits down in it. Coulon finds him. First down, St. Augustine.
No huddle.
No huddle here. 5 receivers was on that play there. A lot there for Curtis that they had to cover.
I say they attack again, VK.
They're right at the 30. They're right at the 45-yard line of the Purple Knights. 2 receivers. They're both on the left. Lewis in the backfield with Coulon. Coulon rolling out to the left side, has protection. He'll throw it sideline, incomplete.
I thought they were going to snap that ball a little quicker than that, VK, on that. Because when they ran up to the line of scrimmage, I thought they were going to get a quick snap and try to catch Curtis on their heels a little bit, but, man.
This Curtis defense will be the defensive line. Zaire Shepard, Trip Hall, Justin Lagarde, Ben Barron. The linebackers is Lane Lacron, Jeffrey Curtis, and Jamari Horton. We'll introduce the rest of the lineups in a second. 2nd and 10 for the Purple Knights. Handoffs Lewis. Lewis has a hole. Lewis first down. And let's see, right at the line, 1st and 10 for the Purple Knights.
That's all he needed was to see one hole.
And got it.
Yes, that's it. You said it, George. He got it.
1st and 10 for St. Augustine. They're right at the Curtis 45. The secondary for Curtis is Craig Connor, Jules Tapp, Jaden Keelan, Prentice McKeon, and Jaden Turner. And here we go. 1st and 10 inside the 45 of John Curtis. And here's Coulon on the play action. Coulon keeps it. Coulon gets loose. Coulon will be close. Let's see where he is. He'll be a yard short, 9 yards on the gain. And great job there by Coulon. Very, very patient right there with that play action, and he took off with it.
You know what you're seeing right here, guys? That St. Aug offense is starting to look at what John Curtis is trying to do and starting to find spots. And that's could portend some trouble for Curtis.
And they're rotating in and out. 15 on the play clock. And it is Lewis still in the backfield. They're coming under center. This time they go to Lewis. Lewis has a hole. Lewis has a first down and more. Good job there by Khalil Lewis. As the Purple Knights go a little old school there with the single back set on a big run.
But credit that O-line for exploding off of the snap and creating those holes for Khalil Lewis.
Agreed.
And Lewis using his vision to get free.
Exactly. Exactly the point. So it will be 1st and 10 Purple Knights, and they're right at the Curtis 23. 4 receivers, 3 to the left and 1 to the right. Coulon waiting for the snap. Coulon back to pass. Coulon will throw. Caught! And it is Noble. Noble, 5. And now to see where he is, and he's right at the 1. 1st and goal for the Purple Knights.
Go to show you how of a threat Noble is. He's a backup quarterback. He can be used as a receiver and a running back. This guy is something amazing.
Absolutely. And he is just a sophomore, ladies and gentlemen. 1st and goal, Purple Knights. Inside the Billy Brav in the red zone, inside the 1. Noble in the back. Noble will try to pay it off. End zone.
Let's see.
I think
He's still down at the 1.
he
It'll be
didn't
2nd and goal.
He didn't get nothing there. I was just perusing the score line. No score yet from Carr and Catholic, but I get what did you call your number 1 rematch game? St. James, not good for the road team so far. Sterlington gets the early score. They're 7-0 ahead.
2nd and goal. Now Lewis in the backfield. Lewis will get the handoff. Lewis, end zone. Touchdown. Purple Knights. 1 yard for Khalil Lewis. That's St. Augustine on the board first, 6-0.
Tell you what, that was a good drive from the St. Augustine Purple Knights. A mixture of running the pass that worked very well for them on this drive, VK Jones.
Big time there. Good big drive there for the Purple Knights on their first drive of the game.
They needed that, because the first few plays, they didn't look that convincing. But then once they started to, like, hey, look, settle in, they're starting to find gaps. And now I want to see,
Are you in need of a new windshield?
Augs out to the fast start now, taking the lead. How does John Curtis respond, saying they've already dropped 55 on us in the Week 10 game?
Darren Coates for the extra point. Snap down. Kick is up for Coates, and it is good. 6:10 left in your first quarter. The St. Augustine Purple Knights leads the John Curtis Patriots 7-0. This is the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week State Semifinals. We're coming back.
I'm ready.
Oh, man. Do it again. Good job, Stu. Very good. Let me see 5 for 5.
Ready.
All right, Mr. King. All right.
I'm ready.
Woo!
I'm ready.
There we go, Miss. Woo!
Boys ATA Blackbird Academy, where belief means yes, I can.
And welcome back. Continue to like, tag, share, and subscribe to JB the Sports Guy on your YouTube. You'll catch everything, the games of the week, all our games of the week, and also the Hash It Out Show, the boot breakdown, all that good stuff. We definitely appreciate it. Continue to hit the likes. Continue to comment. It's a party tonight, state semifinals. And here's the kickoff. Curtis will take it. He kind of fumbled it and pick it up. And a little shake right there. Got a little loose. Curtis gets a little bit of a better return, but it could have been disaster.
It could have been
on that one.
They could have been, but they made up for it.
Sure did. 1st and 10 for John Curtis.
Early score from LaPlace. St. Charles strikes first. They lead ULab 7-0. A 1 seed is behind early in the first quarter. That is Westminster Christian. Ascension Catholic has the early lead there, 7-0. And Riverside leads Ascension Episcopal 7-0 first quarter.
And here we go, 1st and 10 for the Patriots as they start from their own 34. Paget under center with the 2 backs. Paget pitches out, and there's a lane right there. A good run. That's going to be a first down for John Curtis. And credit Jacoby Boudreaux on that run.
Yeah, very good run by Jacoby Boudreaux. Made one guy miss, and then it was off to the races to get that first down.
The St. Aug defense, the defensive line, Darren Coates, Ty Dominique Lloyd, and also Jacques Robichaud. The linebackers, Chad Jones, Jai Dillon, and Caleb Trueblood. It's 1st and 10. They start from the 44. They go to the right side this time. Decent yards there for the Patriots. And that was Gavin Ledette with that carry.
Yeah, but credit Darren Coates for not giving up on the play, running from one side of the field to the other to get that tackle.
And the secondary, Clint Hill, Larry Johnson, Peyton Thomas, and Tyrone Matthew. 2nd and 8 for the Patriots. They're from the 46. They go to the fullback middle. And that's Boudreaux with a nice carry. And he's close. He'll be a yard short.
Yeah, definitely. The O-line came off the ball, exploded off the ball, I should say, creating good blocks for Boudreaux to get through.
It'll be 3rd and 1 for the Patriots. 4:53 and counting in your first quarter. 3rd and 1. Patriots are inside the Purple Knights 47. They got to get to the 46. Paget under center. Gets a little change here.
False start.
And moving up front.
It's going to be on Curtis.
It's
False
not
start.
good there.
Nope.
False start on John Curtis.
Remember to like, tag, share, and subscribe to the JB the Sports Guys YouTube page. That's the way you can access this broadcast tonight and every broadcast we do going forward.
It pushes them back all the way to the Curtis 48-yard line. They got to get to the St. Augustine 46
I'm going to say this.
for first down.
Let's see what Curtis has.
Drawn up?
Yes.
3rd and 6, split back set. Under center is Paget. And Paget, the handoff up the middle. Oh, he's close. It could be a first down.
Depends.
Inches short.
He's going to be inches short.
I say you go for it here.
And I'm going to tell you this, a nice job there, and especially with the formation and with the handoff, Colston Martinez making that run. It'll be 4th and 1.
JT going to keep his offense
I
in.
think Coach Curtis keeps his offense in, and I think he goes with the dive again. The dive has been working so far this drive.
4th and 1. They come to the center here. Here we go. And they go with the dive again. He might be stopped.
He got it, VK.
Depends.
He got it, VK.
He's
He got it.
the first down. He's got it.
He got it.
He's got it.
Got excited there for a second, but I
No,
saw that
at
surge.
first it was,
Yeah.
but all of a sudden when I seen the official right at the line, he's definitely got that first down. JB,
There it is, first
you're
down.
Dead on.
Yeah.
You're dead on, JB.
Just
Good
confirmed.
job. At first it looked like a stop, but then I looked at the official, JB, and I'm like, yeah, that looked like a first down.
I got you, but I need the clock guy to stop the clock.
Yeah, that clock's still
That
going,
clock
guys.
is still going. It's a first down. We got to stop the clock.
You gotta
Knocked
stop
off
the
about
clock, move the
15, 20
chains.
seconds already.
Big first down for the Patriots as they go 1st and 10.
St. Aug's not ready.
And the 46-yard line and
They call a timeout.
timeout.
There it is. Take it.
Actually, timeout here for St. Augustine. That'll be first charge timeout. Let's take it right here. This is the Hash It Out Show. This is the semifinals right here on the Hash It Out Show game of the week.
Are you in need of a new windshield? Leo Autoglass can help. For 20 years, Leo Autoglass have been servicing the New Orleans area with windshield replacement and auto glass repair. Give them a call today, 504-301-8353.
And welcome back. Continue to like, tag, share, subscribe to the Hash It Out Show on the GB the Sports Guys YouTube page. Continue to chat. Continue to hit it up. We appreciate your support. This is the Division I Select Semifinals. The winner will go to the state championship next week at the Caesars Superdome. It'll be the last championship, actually, Saturday afternoon.
3:30 Saturday.
Scheduled 3:30, but you know how that goes.
That's right.
They'll take on the winner of Edna Carr and Catholic of Baton Rouge, which is going on right now in Algiers. Here we go. 1st and 10 for Curtis at the St. Augustine 46. Split backs here for Padgett. Goes on the center. This time, the handoff to the fullback. And a fumble on the play. Let's see who gets it.
Let the Purple Knights got it.
I think St. Aug's got it, y'all. I think.
And let's see.
'Cause
Got to
it's-
see what the official says.
This would be a huge turn right here.
Purple Knights have
Yep.
the football on the recovery.
All right, can we get a stop clock? There
Yeah.
we go.
There it is. They
No,
got
it's still going.
Oh,
Look.
wow.
It's still going.
I know it's cold out there, but
Purple Knights will have the football on that one.
JB, I know it's cold, but that clock up. I mean, the clock's got to stop and do it the correct way on a turnover on downs.
They went with the fullback, and I think it was Ledette who had got that carry. He had a nice little run, but he lost the football.
He muffed it.
Well, fumbled it. It's not a muff. He just
Muff,
fumbled
not muff. I said my fumble.
it. Yes. So Purple Knights, big time on the recovery. They will get the ball at their own 32. And so far, Curtis, uncharacteristic a bit with a couple mistakes.
Yeah, this mistake's been hurting them. You know, 2 fumbles, couple false starts. It's not what you typically see from a John Curtis team.
1st and 10 Purple Knights from their own 32. Shotgun formation this time. 4 receivers both on each side. And it's Coulon with the pass, and that looks like it's a catch. And it is a catch there. Big time first down for the Purple Knights. And that is Vershawn Sims.
All right, and the clock stopped on that first down.
1st and 10 Purple Knights from their own
No, it didn't.
45.
It did.
Oh, now it's going again.
Yeah.
4 receivers, 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 1st and 10. Coulon back to pass. Coulon has pressure. He'll throw it sideline. Caught. Good catch, Bennett. Bennett gets the first down and more. Bennett will keep it going to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Purple Knights. My goodness. 55 yards. Vershawn Coulon to Derek Bennett.
Derek Bennett used his speed and then made one person miss to get that touchdown. What a
And
play.
Did he use his speed? He broke one tackle, and all of a sudden he kept going.
That's the guy he may miss.
Woo. And then we wonder if he stayed out of bounds. He was going out of bounds, but he stayed in.
He was clearly in
Stayed
bounds.
in. Goodness. 55 yards.
Not
Purple
the
Knights up 13-0.
great start by Robert Valdez's team to get this 2-score lead. As we get the extra point ready to go.
Darren Coates for the extra point. Snap down. The kick is up for Coates, and it is
No
good.
Missed it.
No good there. 1:55 left in your first quarter. St. Augustine 13, John Curtis nothing. We're coming back.
Did you experience storm damage from Hurricane Francine? Barretto Home Solutions can help. You can give them a call at 504-940-7552.
And welcome back as the Purple Knights get on the scoreboard again. 55-yard touchdown, Bashawn Coulon to Derek Bennett as the Purple Knights up 13-0. As Coach ready to kick off for St. Augustine. Winner of this game goes to the Caesar Superdome next week for the Division I Select State Championship game.
No score yet from Algiers at Dakar and Catholic late first quarter.
And a good kick there for Bennett. It'll be returnable from the 14-yard line as John Curtis looking for a decent return. And it'll be 1st and 10 for John Curtis. And a nice return there. And that was Jaden Turner with the return for the Patriots.
Mangum leads South Plaquemines guys 7-0 first quarter. And Gina 14-0 leaders over Union Parish. I say that because I was the only one to pick the road team in that game in our picks earlier this week.
And here we go.
Whoops.
Still early.
Okay.
1st and 10 for John Curtis. They start from their own 33. They're under center. 2-back set. Split backs here, man in motion. Paget under center. And Paget, no, is the fullback who gets that one, and he's only going to get a yard.
There is an update from Algiers. Just came through. Baton Rouge Catholic kicks the field goal to take an early 3-0 lead on Dakar.
Gotcha. Update from Homer, Louisiana. The Shaw Eagles lead the Vanderbilt Terriers 3-0.
Caden Batard with that carry for John Curtis. Only got a yard to be 2nd and 9 from the 34. This time 1-back set here. Under center is Paget. Paget back to pass. Good catch there. And extra yards for the Patriots. It'll be a manageable 3rd down. Gavin Ledette with the catch and run.
What made this play work, St. Aug was not lined up correctly. Clinton Hill came over late, and that's what caused John Curtis to actually be able to get these extra yardage.
Very much agreed there. 3rd down and 2 for John Curtis. They got to get to their own 43 for a 1st down. Handoff goes to Ledette. Ledette, he'll have the 1st down for the Patriots. No correction on that one. Jacoby Boudreaux on that carry, who got that 1st down.
Team we saw last week, Calvary Baptist, is tied at Notre Dame in the first quarter, 7-7. And Plaquemine strikes first at North DeSoto, leading that game 6-0.
Now at the 45-yard line, at 1st and 10, and this time Paget gets a long pitch outside Ledette. Ledette, he'll get, let's see, 2 yards on that game.
Yeah, that pitch was way out there, V.K. Jones. That was a long pitch. A better pitch, Ledette probably gets the 1st down, to be honest with you.
Very much agreed. 2 yards on that gain. It'll be 2nd and 8. 9 seconds left in your first quarter. Be time for at least one more play. 3 receivers, make it 4 receiver sets. 1 set back. Paget under center.
St. Aug hot. They knew it.
Goodness gracious. The Purple Knights read that clean and read that from the jump. Big play to shut down Jacoby Boudreaux. And that is the end of your first quarter, your score. The St. Augustine Purple Knights 13, the John Curtis Patriots nothing. This is the Division I Select Semifinals right here on the Hash It Out Show. Game of the week.
At Bayou AV Security, we are your one-stop shop for all your needs, whether it's enhancing your home entertainment system, securing your property, ensuring a seamless internet connection, or illuminating your outdoor spaces. We've got you covered. Bayou AV Security, where technology meets reliability. Call us today to experience the Bayou difference.
And welcome back. I keep forgetting that one commercial goes quick. So, but second quarter is about to get started here. 13-0 for the Purple Knights over John Curtis. Thank you so much for supporting us on the Hash It Out Show. Like, tag, share, subscribe on JB the Sports Guys YouTube page. And continue to comment. Continue to hit the likes.
Feels like this is a pivotal possession for John Curtis. You know, St. Aug's hit him with a couple of gut punches, the big 54-yarder to Bennett. The first drive that, you know, they started a little shaky and then they got it together. This is a pivotal spot here for the Patriots.
Very much agreed. It's 3rd and 9 for John Curtis. They got to get to the Purple Knights 45. Under center is Paget. And Paget, back to pass. Paget will throw it. Open his card. Oh, that catch. And John Curtis gets the first down. Jacoby Boudreaux with a huge catch.
I'm going to say this. London Paget is a very, very good quarterback. Very good quarterback. He can get out and he can throw the ball. And they used him that time. And you see he found the open receiver. First down for John Curtis.
John Curtis in Purple Knights territory inside the 43. 1st and 10. Under center is Paget. Split backs here. And this time they go to the up back.
With it.
And nothing doing on that play.
You had a whole host of St. Aug defenders that was able to stop that play right there.
Nice. Isaac, well,
It's like a host. There's a lot of them.
what was number 4? We just said the last name, how it goes, Rabowski?
Rabowski, without the H, VK, without the H, baby.
Rabowski with that carry here. He gets 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. And they go option to the right, and it's Paget who keeps. Paget with positive yards.
We're going to go ahead and announce the Kumon Scholar Athletes of the game right now. For John Curtis, it is linebacker, senior Jeffrey Curtis with a 4.0 GPA and a 27 on the ACT. And for St. Augustine, it is Tyrone Matthew, a senior. And he also has a GPA of 4.0.
Congratulations to the Kumon Scholar Athletes, our last ones for the football season. Thank you to Kumon. And they're going up the middle, and it's Boudreaux. Boudreaux with a nice carry, and it'll be first down for the Patriots.
So far, for most of this game, this dive has worked for John Curtis. Most of the time so far. Yes, St. August gotten a few stops. This is football. It happens. But it has worked for John Curtis.
1st and 10 for John Curtis, and now they're in the St. Augustine 32. Just getting started in this second quarter. Two receivers on the left side, split backs for the Patriots. This time Paget on the play action. Paget looks middle, knocked down. Big time play for the Purple Knights. And the way it's looking, I believe that is 26 with that knockdown, and that's Peyton Thomas.
Peyton Thomas.
And he knocked it down kind of the last second on that one, too.
He did, and he didn't fall for the double move.
And not at all.
So,
you know, that was a
great play by him.
Interesting attempt there for John Curtis on that play action. So it will be 2nd and 10 at the 32 for the Purple Knights. Double 2 backs in the back behind Paget. And Paget keeps on the option. Paget with good positive yards. They're right at the 33. Yes. Make it the 28-yard line of St. Augustine.
They're going to need about a good 6 yards, VK Jones, to get this first.
3rd and 6 coming up. They got to get to the Purple Knights 22. I see y'all laughing.
Oh, no.
No, not laughing. Not laughing.
No, just sarcastic.
I'm going to let George say it after this play. He can say that one.
Absolutely.
I can.
Here we go. 3rd and 7. They got to get to the 22 under center. Paget. Paget goes the other way this time on the pitch, and a good tackle there.
No, just, we
Clinton Hill with the tackle.
Clinton
good stop.
Hill on the tackle as Boudreaux had got the pitch. But a good tackle right there for Hill. He needed that one.
So 4th down and 4, is that right?
Yes,
Yep.
4th down 4.
So they're going to go for it plus side of the field, obviously.
Yes.
I don't know what kind of
So-
kicking game they have.
They have a decent kicking game, but they're going for it here.
Yeah, you're 13-0 down, BK. This is, I think, a no-brainer.
4th and 4 for John Curtis. Split backs. 2 receivers, 1 on each side. Under center's Paget on 4th and 4. And they're going to go to the fullback who had the first down. A big play. That's Ledet for the Patriots.
They went back to what has been working for
That
them so
dive.
far this game, the dive.
Yep.
Big time play there. Gavin Ledet comes up big for John Curtis.
If you're St. Aug, though, JB, you talk about the dive being so effective. If you St. Aug, plug it up the middle and force them to stretch it out, and use your speed on the perimeter to try to slow it down, you would think.
1st and 10 from the 16 of the Purple Knights inside the Billy Brown in the red zone. They go to the back.
He
And they
fumbled.
fumble the ball.
Fumble
again. John Curtis very fortunate to recover.
VK, what we were chuckling at is something we joke about, and not really joke, but having a little fun. Bell Chase has the lead at Iowa in the second quarter, 7-0.
Wow.
You know why? JB and I know.
2nd and 3. Under center's Paget. Paget goes to the back, the fullback once again, and let's see. He's only going to get a yard. And it is Ledet with the carry. So far, it's a rotation between Ledet, Boudreaux, and also a couple of other backs as well.
But that's what Curtis does,
Also.
VK.
Absolutely.
Their versatility is really.
3rd down and make it 2 to go. They got to get to the 11. Split back set here. Under center is Paget. Handoff again to Ledet, and let's see, he's right at the line.
I think he got
First
it.
down for John Curtis as they're right at the 5. Make it the 6-yard line for St. Augustine.
Another dive play for John Curtis.
1st and goal for the John Curtis Patriots. As they're looking to try to get on the scoreboard first. They're trying to get on the scoreboard to cut the lead. Here we go. Split back set. Handoff again to the fullback, and only a yard on that play.
Yeah, St. Aug was ready that time for the dive.
Yeah,
They were ready.
Just like I said, they got to flood that middle and
Boudreaux
force
with that
Curtis to go
carry.
outside.
So Boudreaux with the carry for John Curtis. So it'll be only a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 5. Make it 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 5. Split backs under center. Handoff this time goes to the right side. And, man, good positive yards there. And they're right at the 3-yard line for Roboski with that carry.
This will be 2 downs to get a touchdown here, VK. I can't imagine they settle here. If they
No.
don't pick this up on 3rd, they're going to go for it on 4th.
Yeah.
And this is where your cinema is going to start to kick in.
Yeah, they went on 4 downs already. Right here,
Right.
the goal line, definitely going for it.
Got to.
Very much so. It'll be 3rd and goal for Curtis from the 3-yard line. And under center goes to the handoff to the right side. And he's right at the 1.
Oh, VK Jones.
Whoa.
VK Jones.
Wow.
I thought that was a touchdown.
I thought it
I
was
thought
too.
so too,
The corner
but the
official
official-
raised his hands up.
The other official said right at the 1.
But your guy right here, the side judge right here, I saw his hands go up.
I saw
I'm looking. I just saw the replay.
I
That
saw-
was a touchdown.
Yeah.
I just looked at the replay.
There's no instant replays until next week.
I understand that.
I know.
But guess what? I went to the stream because it's a second behind.
Oh,
a couple seconds.
But it's actually 4th down. So he's down at the 1. I seen the official put the hand up and said down at the 1-yard line.
Who called timeout? Curtis?
Aug. I think no, Curtis called it. You would think it makes sense for them to call it because they got to get a play
So
going up.
VK,
Yes.
I know what you saw with the official call. Yes.
I think it was a touchdown in my opinion.
Okay, cool.
I'm just
At
being
regular
honest with
speed,
that.
I thought it was
Yeah.
a touchdown
Regular
too.
speed, it looked like it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I was shocked with that call. 'Cause I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. At the 1? That's why I was like, whoa.
It's a
You know?
pivotal moment right here, y'all. 4th
Yep.
down. They thought they had the touchdown. On replay, we're looking at.
Me and you on the same
The
page.
chat even saying it's a touchdown.
Me and you on the same page,
Yeah.
JB. It
I
looked
mean,
like a touchdown.
Make that
Yeah.
3 of us, VK. I'm not the lone wolf here.
No, you're not.
We
You're
all
not the
together.
lone wolf.
I know.
But I seen the official put that hand and said the 1. I said, whoa.
Yeah.
Now you're setting up for a huge kind of a theater moment
It's
right here
fourth
for John
down.
Curtis. Yes.
It's fourth down now.
Because if they don't get it,
kicking team is not out there, so
No.
they're gonna,
they're going for this,
for
VK.
this
this
one.
is easily
This
going
is straight
for
up dive.
Fourth and goal.
This is dive.
Under center
Mano-a-mano right
is
now.
Paget, and here we go, critical play. Paget keeps. Did he go in and got a touchdown for John Curtis? London Paget from 1 yard.
Took it upon himself right there, guys, to get that touchdown. It was like, okay,
No,
you know what?
I think that was number 5 that got it, VK Jones.
No, actually, Paget took it, and he reached out to the end zone. He
Yeah,
reached out right there.
They celebrating with Jacoby Boudreaux.
But if you go back and look at it, it was Paget. Paget took that ball and stretched it and got in.
I can tell you while they're getting set up the extra point, Baton Rouge Catholic leads that in the call at 10-7 second quarter.
There you go.
All right.
But who knows? I might be wrong. Just saying. I'm just seeing that the quarterback try to take it himself. Here we go. Extra point coming up. It's Matthias Hernandez. The kick is up, and it's good. With 5:03 left in the first half, saying as John Curtis cuts the lead, 13-7. We're coming right back.
What's up, everybody? Me and VK Jones had to come to Little Dizzy's. Yeah, well, VK, man, wasted no time, and he loved the fried chicken and the dirty rice from Little Dizzy's. Look at what I had. Yes, indeed. Oh, y'all know I love candy yams. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that fried chicken was one of the best I ever had. And just like how Miss Arkisha Baquette says it, come to Little Dizzy's, where the food is always hot and it comes straight from the pot.
And welcome back to the Hash It Out Show semifinal game of the week. John Curtis just getting on the board here, getting back into this football game. 13-7, they trail. Aug will get the ball. VK Jones back on the set. Let's roll.
Yes, absolutely. Let's get it going here. I believe London Paget scored on the 1 yard. It was a close play right there,
Yeah.
whoever got it. But, you know, big play for Curtis on that 4th and goal as they got
Definitely
on the board. Kicking off. And St. Augustine will take it from the 7. Vershawn Sims has a leg. Here comes Sims with a good return.
Very good return.
1st and 10 for the Purple Knights. And the biggest question is how St. Augustine responds on this one.
Yeah, to try to regain momentum. I see where you're going with that. You know, their offense has moved the ball with some conviction here in the first 2 drives of this ball game, and looks like they've established a good tempo. Let's see what they do here, like you say.
Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Purple Knights. They start from their own 33.
Ready?
Shotgun formation. You got 3 receivers. And here's Khalil Lewis with a nice run there, close to the first down.
Very close.
And I think you might be right on that
You
one.
see
I
that?
just got a word.
There's
from
Jacoby Boudreaux on the
Boudreaux
touchdown.
on the touchdown. Yeah, it was. I'm not saying you was wrong.
We
but
know. We're not debating.
Oh,
We're not
no,
fussing.
oh,
We
no,
going.
oh,
Here we
no.
go.
But you're right. You're right. 1st and 10. And it's Lewis again. Lewis getting loose and a positive yards there.
Like I said,
for Khalil Lewis.
I saw how you saw it. It is what it is. I just saw him celebrate with Jacoby. That's why I thought he scored. But I
Yeah.
do see what you. I did
It's
see what you
all-
saw.
It's
Yeah.
all moved.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it's all
Patriots
good.
are back in the game.
Well, good
Yep.
job. I'm gonna tell you, good job on that one, big time, bro. Because man, it was so close. Like,
Uh-huh.
who got it? 4-10, and it is 2nd and 6. Handoff Lewis. Actually, it's Kohan Davis this time,
He's still turning
and
his
he's
feet.
still turning his feet. Good positive yards. They're right at the Curtis 49.
So let's see what happens now. Because John Curtis right now, you know they want to stop. And it'd be big for them to get a stop right here to get the ball back. So let's see what happens. But I kind of think St. Augustine's going to go through Vashawn Coulon through the air right now.
A little bit of change of pace with Kohan Davis now in. 3rd down and 2. 2 receivers, more of a tight formation this time. Coulon looking at the sideline, and it might be movement up front. They're going to call a false start on St. Augustine.
That's their first penalty of the night, St. Augustine.
Yeah.
They went from 3rd and 2, now 3rd and 7. They're right at the St. Augustine 46. They got to get to John Curtis 47 for a 1st down. Three receivers. And a man in motion here. Coulon, back to pass. Pressure is coming. Coulon, he'll throw it up. Incomplete.
Yeah,
and
but
flags are down.
this is going to be holding.
Holding on St. Augustine.
If you're Curtis, you decline this and make him kick it, right?
The rush was coming there for the Patriots. It'll be declined. It'll be fourth down, and the punt team will come out for St. Augustine.
Credit to John Curtis Patriots defense on that drive right there. Big time stop for them now. They're looking to go down the field, try to score to even this up, and then take the lead with an extra point. So we'll see.
Right.
3:07 left, and punting for the Purple Knights, Miguel Whitley.
Curtis does
Good
have
snap,
timeouts. No.
and he gets it off high. And it takes a roll, and John Curtis will start from their 23-yard line, make it the 20-yard line for the Patriots. V.K. Jones and Jared J.B. Boyd, George Peppers with you from Tad Gormley Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana. A lot of history between these two teams. They have played. This is the 20th meeting between these two teams. John Curtis leading the series 15-4. St. Augustine with 4 wins and a pair of them on back-to-back years, 2013, 2014, 2024, and 2025. But all the games have been very competitive and close. We're at 2:58 left in your first half. They start from the 20, 1st and 10, split backs. Paget on the option gets the pitch. Boudreaux gets a little loose, positive yards, making 4 yards on the gain for Boudreaux.
Tell you what, the clock running. Expect to see Curtis to maybe put this in the air soon.
Very much so.
The clock running right now, less than 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
And the Purple Knights do get the ball back to start the second half. 2nd and 6. They got to get to the 30-yard line of John Curtis. One back set. Paget, the reverse pass. He'll throw it. Wide open. Cut! A big play for the Patriots. 1st and 10. Paul Dufresne with a huge catch.
Man, I just said they have to go to the air sometime soon, and they come with a trick play, and Paul Dufresne gets past the defenders for a 1st down.
1st and 10 for the Patriots now in St. Aug territory inside the Purple Knights 38. One back set here. Robrowski in the backfield with Paget. Now it is Boudreaux in the backfield. Handoff, Robrowski. He goes to the left. Robrowski has a 1st down and more. A big run for Isaac Robrowski. And the Patriots on the move.
Yeah, but I think they missed a false start on John Curtis on the left tackle. Looked like he went a little bit too early, which pretty much opened that run on that side of the field.
1:35 and counting in your first half. 1st and 10 for the Patriots inside the Purple Knights 21. Split back set. Man in motion. Paget pitches to the right side. Purple Knights, Ledette read that one, and he gets positive yard. Could have been a loss.
Could have been, but he persevered, VK. He kept digging and digging and digging and was able to get him, what, about 2
yards on
2
that
yards?
one. Timeout's called. John Curtis, that will be, I believe that will be their 2nd charge timeout. And we'll keep it right here. No, let's go to commercial. We'll come right back.
If you're looking for the best pizza in Metro New Orleans, then you're in the right place. Moe's Pizza has a great selection of Italian food that can satisfy your appetite, and they can also cater to your needs in any event. Give them a call at 504-341-9650 or log on to www.moespizzanola.com, located at 1112 Avenue H in West Wego, Louisiana. Moe's Pizza, Italians do it better.
And welcome back with 1:08 left in your first half. John Curtis calls the timeout. They have one timeout left. It's both St. Augustine and John Curtis down to a timeout. And here we go, second and 7, make it 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8 for John Curtis. They got to get to the St. Augustine 11. Man in motion. The pitch, Robowski going to the left side. Robowski, that might be a fumble on the play. That could be a fumble. Let's see.
St. Augustine acting like they got it. I think they do. Their
Let's
sideline
see
was-
what the official says on
Yeah,
that one.
exactly.
Purple Knights ball. What a big play as the St. Aug defense comes up big.
Tell you what, we've seen 2 fumbles that Curtis recovered. We've seen 2 fumbles that they lost. And right now, you can pretty much say that's been part of the problem right now of why they're down 13-7. It plays a factor. It's turnovers.
Very much agreed. St. Augustine making a huge defensive play, and they needed that one. 54 seconds left in the first half. St. Augustine 1st and 10 from their own 19. Coulon with 5 wide receivers.
Curtis showing blitz. Nope.
Coulon back to pass. Coulon looking. Coulon has a lane. He'll throw it to the middle. Caught. Big catch there. 1st and 10 for the Purple Knights.
Coulon keeping his eyes down the field, stepped up into the pocket, and found an open receiver.
And guess who catches it? A big spark returner for the Purple Knights, Lucas Jefferson.
Yes, sir.
For the Knights that is back tonight. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the 36, back to pass is Coulon. Coulon looking. Coulon time. Coulon pressure, and he's getting sacked. A big time play for John Curtis. And defensively, a big time play by Zaire Shepard. 25 seconds left and counting. Purple Knights does have 1 timeout left.
They actually have 2 timeouts left. It's wrong on the scoreboard.
Okay. 15 seconds left. But the Purple Knights, I think
Coach Valdez going to go to halftime, VK.
Yeah, because they do get the ball back to start of the second half.
Exactly. Smart play
8
right
seconds. 7. Purple Knights will run the clock out. And that is the end of your first half. What a good one here from Tad Gormley Stadium. Your score, the St. Augustine Purple Knights 13, the John Curtis Patriots 7. We'll be back. We'll have some halftime entertainment, and that is on the Bayou Audio and Video halftime, and we'll come back for the 3rd quarter. This is the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week.
JFK Martial Arts offers a wide variety of martial arts programs for kids, teens, and adults as they empower lives through martial arts. Please give them a call at 985-266-0664, and don't forget to ask about their 1-week free special. Hey parents and coaches, want your young athlete to go far on and off the field? Kumon of Gretna is the place for you. Whether it's reading plays or calculating scores, early literacy and math skills teach focus, discipline, and decision making. Give your student athlete the edge. Start early, start smart at Kumon of Gretna. If you ever need help with 401k services, fiduciary services, or executive benefits, then Jeremy Callaghan of CoSource Financial Group is the guy to see. You can reach him at 337-606-9860. HBP Construction and Consulting is licensed in residential and commercial construction. They offer electrical, municipal, mechanical, public works services, and more. You can reach them at 504-677-2018 or visit them at 650 Poydras Street, Suite 1400.
as we're about to get things about to be going here as we start the second half coming up in a little bit. 13-7, St. Augustine up on the John Curtis Patriots in this Division I Select semifinals here on the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week. VK Jones, Jared J.B. Boyd, and George Peppers. And I tell you, gentlemen, what a first half between these two teams. And I know we're going to be looking for a lot more in this second half.
We certainly are. Now, who makes the better adjustments right now? You know, St. Aug right now, the dive is what's been hurting them, and John Curtis has been a little bit of both, you know, the run and the passing game of St. Augustine. So some adjustments going to be made, and let's see what happens.
Very much agree, very much agree. George Peppers, your thoughts of the first half and everything, and, you know, especially how John Curtis with that big drive and got on the scoreboard.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say, but the ebbs and flows of this game have really been palpable. The way this game has gone, all got out to the 13-0 lead. You thought, here we go again, week 10. But Curtis with a character drive, and they got an important touchdown. Obviously, now being down 13-7, they're very much in this ball game. Their defense is going to have to do something in this first drive, because the Purple Knights have the ball to start the proceedings here in the third quarter. And this is an entertaining football game. We told you it would be much closer than 55-28 in the regular season. And so far, the way this game is playing out, it looks like it's going to be closer.
As John Curtis looking to try to go for their 29th state championship and making their first appearance of the state championship in 3 years. Yep. The Purple Knights looking to break the glass ceiling and making it to their first trip to the state championship game since 1979. One half to go between the Patriots and Purple Knights in this state semifinal from Tad Gormley Stadium. And, you know, keys to the second half, JB, for both teams.
Well, keys to the second half, I mentioned adjustments, but number one, for St. Augustine, keep Vashawn Coulon protected. That's the main thing. He's a very accurate quarterback. He can find open receivers. Keep him protected. As far as John Curtis, keep using your dive. That's been working. But maybe fake the dive and have Paget drop back and throw a couple passes, because he is a real good quarterback. He can throw the ball, and you might be able to surprise St. Augustine with that.
Very much agreed. And Paget, the scary part about him, he is only a sophomore, folks. He can throw the ball and throw the ball very well for a very, very young man right there. And, you know, I tell you one thing, we got one more half to go in this Hash It Out Show Game of the Week. I couldn't do without this team. We're going to finish strong. And so far in the playoffs, we've been having thrillers, ladies and gentlemen, if you ain't been watching. So don't be surprised. We got another one here coming up in this second half of this semifinals here from Tad Gormley Stadium, as both teams coming back on to the field. And a very beautiful crowd tonight, both sides of the stadium here. And I tell you, man, this is a huge game. You know, John Curtis very much used to this with 28 state championships and 45 semifinal appearances. And for St. Augustine, not too many semifinal appearances. I tell you, I think this is number 6 in their semifinal appearances. And I tell you, man, each and every one has been close, but they're hoping this time, this might be finally their time.
Definitely.
As Purple Knights will receive the start of the second half here. And we mentioned this our last broadcast. Let's give a quick shout out.
Football broadcast.
Last football broadcast. And, you know, not overall. We're going into basketball. Let's give a quick shout out to all our sponsors that have sponsored us all year long. And let's get it right quick before we kick off. A couple of them hot words on the North Shore. Boys ATA Black Belt Academy, Moretto Home Solution, Bayou Audio and Video, Little Dizzy's, the Joubert family, Moe's Pizza, Billy Bravender, Artie Hippolyte, JFK Martial Arts, Kumon, Learning Something in Gretna, That's Kitchen, Leo's Auto Glass, CC's Children's Blocks, and who else we did not forget, my friend?
Bucks,
you can add on.
Bucks No Wiz.
Yes.
Bucks No Wiz. Co-Source from Jeremy Callaghan, Kumon, JFK, Moe's Pizza, Lil Dizzy's. That's everybody.
Yeah, yes, sir. And you got the HBP.
HBP, you said it.
Yep, got it. And they're kicking off, and it is Bennett taking it from the 1-yard line. Bennett, decent return from the to the 22-yard line as the Purple Knights will start. And continue to like, tag, share, subscribe, JB the Sports Guy on the YouTube page, home of the book breakdown and the Hash It Out show.
And fix this, ref, because 17 seconds did not just happen off of a kickoff. Please fix this.
And looks like they have a little bit of an injury time out on the sideline here. Hopefully everything's okay with the Purple Knights. They had to help out Bennett. So he comes out the field on his own power. Hopefully he's okay. And I don't think they fixed the clock, JB.
Yeah, that's messed up. That's messed up.
There's no way that kickoff
It was,
took
that's
17.
what I said.
No
It
way
wasn't
when those
17
seconds
seconds.
come off that clock.
In unison, we agree.
Yes.
So here we go, 1st and 10 Purple Knights. They start from the 22-yard line. It is Coulon, and now it goes Khalil Lewis, cuts back. A nice cutback, first down and more. And Khalil Lewis will keep it going. And a big run for Khalil Lewis, 1st and 10 for the Purple Knights.
Credit Khalil Lewis for the vision to be able to bounce that to the outside and get plenty more yardage on that run, VK Jones.
1st and 10 for St. Augustine. And they said he stepped out of bounds, but hold on a minute. They're walking back a bit, and it's looked like it's a penalty. Holding on St. Augustine.
Well,
So much for that.
They did get the first down. The
But
holding came down the
way
field.
down the field, yeah.
Yeah, that's after the fact, and yeah, they're gonna penalize by the spot.
Absolutely. So it'll be 1st and 10 Purple Knights, and they are on the 35. 3 receivers sets this time, 2 to the left and 1 to the right. Shotgun with Lewis and Coulon. This time Coulon
Down the middle.
throws it, middle, caught, wide open, and they're gonna go up the field. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Purple Knights! 55 yards for Sean Coulon. Christopher Dupuy, wide open on the middle. But does it count? It might be a flag.
Hold on, we got referees.
Oh,
referees
goodness.
talking about something. Let's see. Illegal
There's a
receiver.
down the field on the Purple
Wow.
Knights. Wow. Wipes away a 55-yard touchdown. And the St. Augustine fans not liking that
they
one.
are not liking that at all, VK Jones. George Peppers, what you think about that, man?
Yeah, I was gonna say that was a heck of a play by Dupuy to find that spot, get open, and that's where that August been able to hit him on the perimeter because they're faster.
And actually, that would have been 65 yards.
65.
Goodness.
But
Wow.
now it's all for naught because the flag of an illegal receiver downfield. Did one of the offensive linemen go down?
Yeah, it might have been one of the
That's
offensive
the
linemen
only
went
thing
beyond
I
that.
can conceive that happened.
And it's Lewis who will get the carry. He goes a little bit past the line of scrimmage. It'll be 6 yards on that gain.
If you're St. Aug, you want to actually play a little Curtis style offense, ball control. You have the lead. You lean on that running game because you got depth there, VK.
Yes, indeed. You're right about that. 2nd down and 9. So it was a good 6 yards on that gain. Snap. Coulon throws it. Open is caught. Good catch there. 1st down for the Purple Knights. It's Bennett making the catch.
Yeah, great comeback to the ball by Bennett. Great throw by Coulon.
1st and 10 for St. Augustine in Curtis territory, side of Curtis 49. Biggest thing about the Purple Knights, they bounce back, and they bounce back quickly.
Yes.
3 receivers, pistol formation, good snap. Here is Lewis getting the cutback. Lewis, positive yards, he'll get 2. Right at the Curtis 47. Purple Knights up 6 on a drive here.
Reminder, winner of this game takes on it either end of Carr, Baton Rouge Catholic. Last look, the Cougars with Carr were ahead 14-10.
2nd and 8. 5 receivers this time for Coulon. Back to pass, Coulon. Coulon sees a lane. Coulon, He's barely going to get. He's got a surge here.
No surge.
For a second, but now he closed it up. Only 2 yards on that gain for Coulon. He's seen something, but credit Curtis. They closed that gap up quick.
He did.
So it'll be third down and make it 6 yards to go.
See Curtis, they staying back. Zone defense right here.
Purple Knights got to get to the 39 of John Curtis for first down. Like a blitz coming back to pass. Coulon pump fakes. Coulon cuts back. Coulon first down for the Purple Knights.
Big time play right there by Sean Coulon. Making things happen for his team. Saying, I got your team. Ride my shoulders.
First and 10 for St. Augustine. And now the Purple Knights inside the 37 of John Curtis.
That was an important first down for St. Augustine, VK. I mean,
timeout. Let's see. Injured player.
Injury player. That's not going to be a timeout. It's going to be an injury timeout.
And let's take it with him. This is the Hash It Out Show game of the week.
I'm ready. Oh, man. Do it again. Good job, Stu. Very good. Let me 3 5 for 5. Ready. All right, Mr. King. All right. I'm ready. Woo! I'm ready. There we go, Miss. Woo! Boys ATA Blackfoot Academy, where belief means, yes, I can.
Jaden Keelan was the injured player coming off the field, came off his own power, and they'll monitor him. First and 10 Purple Knights inside the Curtis 37-yard line. 2 receivers, high snap, and here is Khalil Lewis. He'll get the block. A big tackle there. Only 2 yards on that gain, and credit Curtis on that one as Jeffrey Curtis making the tackle.
Jeffrey Curtis, you know who Jeffrey Curtis is?
Yep.
That is Coach JT's grandson. Yes.
That's actually Jeff Curtis's son.
Yep.
For the Patriots. A bunch of young Curtis people came through playing for their dad and grandfather. 2nd and 8. They're right at the 35. Good snap. Coulon on the play action. High and complete.
He had him. Speaking of relatives, VK, well, ladies and gentlemen, listen to this. So we just spoke about Jaden Keelan for John Curtis, but he has an older cousin by the name of Nick Keelan who coaches for St. Augustine.
Wow, yes.
Big time bragging rights on the line, right, VK Jones?
You're right about that. In the Keelan household, you're right. Here we go, 3rd and 8.
They kind of split right now, huh?
4 receiver sets.
House divided.
Yep. Back to pass is Coulon. Coulon on 3rd down. And third picked up! Interception! And here come the Patriots. What a lane! And up hook. And it goes out of bounds. The big time interception. Craig Counter for John Curtis.
One of a few bad decisions that you'll see for Sean Coulon makes. He doesn't make a lot of bad decisions, but right there he tried to squeeze the ball in over the middle. Yeah, Curtis was in a pretty much an umbrella zone defense, pretty much cover 4s, and able to get the interception right there.
Yeah. Oh, wow, that's big time there as the Curtis defense comes up big, and they have the ball, great field position inside the St. Augustine 44.
Now, how does this go, this possession? That was a bad decision by Coulon. Squeezing a window that you couldn't open.
Very few times he makes that mistake. Here we go, 1st and 10. And they go with the fullback and a positive yards for the Patriots as they're now on the 39-yard line. And a good carry there. And
St. Augustine got to wrap up better right there.
Yes. And I believe that was the Boudreaux with that carry. And here we go, 1st and 10. Actually, make it 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6. They got to get to the 20. They make it to the 34. And the handoff middle, and still positive yards there. They're right at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, but St. Augustine played that well this time on the dive play. They played it very well.
They sure did. Boudreaux with that carry. So it'll be a 3rd down and make it 3 yards to go for the Purple Knights. 3 yards to go for the Patriots. They got to get to the Purple Knights 34. Under center, it's Paget. They go to the fullback again. Let's see, he might be short.
Yeah, he's short. But I tell you what, Coach J.T. Curtis is going to go for this.
Very much agreed. It depends on where the ball is, but it'll be a 4th and 1.
And you can expect John Curtis to once again run another dive play.
4th and inches for the Patriots. They got to get to the 34 of St. Augustine.
One of those situations where everybody knows what's about to happen. That's a matter of execution.
Under center's Paget. 4th and 1. Paget maybe might sneak it. Let's see. They're going to go to the fullback again. First down the ball. And here comes the Patriots. And it's a dead touchdown. John Curtis. 34 yards for Gavin Ledette. And the Patriots are 1 point away from taking the lead. And it was the fullback dive for Curtis. And a big extra point coming up for Matias Hernandez. Big extra point coming up here. We're tied up at 13 apiece. Snap down, kick is up for the lead, and it is good. 6:01 left in the third quarter. The John Curtis Patriots take a 14-13 lead over the St. Augustine Purple Knights. This is the Hash It Out Show, game of the week.
Are you in need of a new windshield? Leo Autoglass can help. For 20 years, Leo Autoglass have been servicing the New Orleans area with windshield replacement and auto glass repair. Give them a call today, 504-301-8353.
Welcome back. And Gavin Ledette gets in from 34 yards. And it is a huge touchdown for John Curtis as they take a 14-13 lead. V.K. Jones, Jared J.B. Boyd, and George Pep is here from Tag Gormley Stadium in this Division I Select semifinals. In our season finale of our football version of the Hash It Out Show game of the week. We got the hoops side. We're already on board. We've got some games coming up for you down the line in a couple of weeks, so we'll keep you posted.
As we wait for action to resume, Plaquemine leads North DeSoto 30-22 in the second quarter.
Wow.
Dunham Lafayette Christian. I said this game would be a scoreboard operator's dream. It's 27-27, halftime.
Wow. Here's the kick by Hernandez. It'll be returnable from the 17-yard line. It is Bennett. Bennett looking for some blocks, and Bennett, decent return. Purple Knights will start from their own 32.
All right, let's see how St. Augustine faces this adversity right now of being down after the Vashon Coulon pick. Let's see if they can make something happen on this drive right here.
I mean, look, the best thing, this is where Curtis wants this game to be at this juncture. 5:30, what is that, 39 to go?
5:53.
53. This is a Curtis kind of a game tempo-wise, the way this game is playing out.
1st and 10 from the 32. The handoff, they go up the middle. Good run there by Khalil Lewis. And they're right at the Purple Knight 38-yard line.
Real good run by Khalil Lewis. He saw the hole immediately, and you saw his burst of speed. He go up tempo from St. Augustine.
Here we go. That was 6 yards, 2nd and 4, and Lewis cutting back. Lewis is going to be a manageable 3rd down coming up. They're right at the Purple Knights 40, 3rd and 2. Lewis stays in for St. Augustine. Purple Knights got to get to their own 42 to continue to drive. 3rd and 2. They go under center this time. Handoff goes up the middle. Looks like it's going to be right at the 1st down mark.
Yeah.
1st and 10.
Yeah, ref right on the mark. He says 1st down.
1st down for the Purple Knights at the 42. Under 5 minutes left in your 3rd. 1 point lead for John Curtis. 4 receiver sets here on 1st and 10. And a handoff, and here's Lewis again. Lewis gets a little loose there. Nice yards once again for Khalil Lewis.
Definitely. St. Augustine going with the run right now. Khalil Lewis showing a lot of strong running right now, VK Jones.
And a face mask on John Curtis.
Costly penalty. That'll be 15. If it's 5 or 15, I think.
No,
This
it's
is a
it's
a
all
5
15. It's all 15 now.
All
No more
15.
5-yard
Oh, there is
face
no more
mask.
five, okay.
Yep.
First and
be.
10
Yes.
for the Purple Knights. It'll be an extra 15 on that one.
Costly right there.
Very
for the
costly,
Bates.
yes.
First and 10 Purple Knights right at the John Curtis 36. And the shotgun formation. 4 receivers, both on each side. Coulon throws it too high, but deflected and it's
Intercepted.
picked off. John Curtis defense comes up big again. Wow.
Curtis.
Princess McKeon with the pick.
Curtis starting to jump these routes that St. Augustine's running.
And
Yeah, but
then the
that ball was
receiver had a
tipped
chance
on.
to catch it. You got to catch the ball.
Got to. That's,
Oh, man.
That's not Coulon's
But
fault.
a flag is down. Let's see if that interception needed to be counted.
Might be post play, VK.
Yeah, it'll be post play.
I think it excessive.
Possibly post goal. Let's
Yeah,
see.
we had a little extracurriculars
Yeah.
that happened, and they pointing towards St. Augustine.
Yep. A little frustration, I think, starting to set in on the Purple Knights. This isn't the game. This isn't the type of game they wanted to have. You know, the way Curtis is.
It's on Curtis.
Unsportsmanlike conduct
On
on
Curtis.
John Curtis. That'd
Okay.
be a 15-yard penalty.
But they keep the ball.
Yep.
Yeah.
You keep the ball.
But that last interception is not on Coulon. That ball's got to be made by. That catch has got to be made by. I don't know who the receiver was that it tipped off of.
And I'm like this.
He's
you
got to
can't-
make that play. VK.
You got to make the play. If you can't make the play, just knock the ball down. Just don't give Curtis the opportunity to get the pick.
Sound like Chris Berman. Knock it down.
First and 10, John Curtis. They start from their own 18 as they go under center. Handoff, and it is Boudreaux. And Boudreaux, he gets positive yards right at the 22.
But when you guys agree, the way the tempo of this game is starting to really just set in, this is favoring John Curtis.
Very much so. 3 yards on that one. 2nd and 7 coming up for John Curtis.
And our defense has to make a stop.
Or maybe make a play where they get the ball.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
Yes.
flip it over.
3:54 and counting in the third quarter, 2nd and 7. Under center is Padgett. Padgett making a call here with 8 on the play clock. Handoff Boudreaux. Boudreaux going to the right side, left side this time, but a stop. He's only going to get 2 yards. 2 yards on that gain for Boudreaux.
So 3rd down.
Third down here. Good tackle there by Clint Hill.
Biggest third down of the game right now for the St. Augustine defense right here.
No
3rd and 5.
down.
3rd and 5 for John Curtis. They got to get to their own 20 to continue to drive.
They can call the 3 and out.
Yes.
It'll be big for them right here.
To JB's point, yeah, like I said, you can mute the interception. You can neutralize that interception if you get this stop.
Under center is Padgett on 3rd and 5. Padgett back to pass. He throws it middle. Deflected, knocked down. A big time play for the Purple Knights defense.
Tell you what, Peyton Thomas, he broke on the ball and he had a good shot at an interception. Just didn't get it.
You said it, Curtis was jumping routes. Peyton Thomas did exactly that on that play, like you said.
And
Now, let's see if the Purple Knight's going to get a good field position here, VK.
Lane Lacron back to punt for John Curtis.
I think that's their 2nd punt of the night.
Yes. Derek Bennett is setting to return. Good snap. Lacron punts into that one. Fair catch is called. And the fair catch is made by Bennett, 1st and 10. Purple Knights good field position inside their own 37.
Big time stop right there for the St. Augustine defense. They needed that. They're only down by 1 point. A lot of time left in the ball game. St. Augustine needs to put together a good drive right now. Curtis is starting to drop back into a lot of zone coverage right now, trying to make it hard for Vishawn Coulon to complete passes. So let's see what they come out with on this drive right here.
Let's see what medal St. Aug has right now. How much of intestinal fortitude, VK.
Very much agreed. We're at 2:48 left in your third quarter, 1st and 10. They're at the 37 of the Purple Knights. Shotgun and handoff is Lewis. Lewis taking a nice run up the middle. He got a nice 8 yards on that gain. 2nd and 2.
How do you attack this? With Coulon, 2 straight possessions, interceptions. If you're saying, oh, just keep it in the vein.
Well, Khalil Lewis has been running pretty good
Feed
on
him
these
the rock.
drives.
Feed him the rock.
2nd and 2. The handoff, Lewis. Lewis trying to break a tackle. He does, and he's going to try to go left side, but John Curtis staying at home. A big-time play.
Just as we speak about Khalil Lewis doing a great job running,
Yeah,
John Curtis got through to the backfield of offense to disrupt that play.
Benjamin Barron with the tackle, and that's a loss there. Now it'll be 3rd and 4.
Very
Make it
doable.
3rd and 5 here.
Doable.
They got to get to the 47 of the Purple Knights. 3 receivers this time for Coulon. Coulon back to pass. Coulon looking, pressure coming, throws a card, that catch, and here's Bennett who breaks the tackle. Bennett will keep it going. Bennett still in bounds, and a 1st and 10 for the Purple Knights, right at the Curtis 23-yard line.
Tell you what a play right there. I thought it was John Coulon was under duress because it looked like he's about to get sacked, but man, he finds Bennett.
Yeah, and picks up an important first down.
Injury timeout here, coming up here.
Take it.
Let's take a timeout.
right.
This is the Hash It Out Show game of the week.
Did you experience storm damage from Hurricane Francine? Barretto Home Solutions can help. You can give them a call at 504-940-7552.
At Bayou AV Security, we are your one-stop shop for all your needs, whether it's enhancing your home entertainment system, securing your property, ensuring a seamless internet connection, or illuminating your outdoor spaces. We've got you covered. Bayou AV Security, where technology meets reliability. Call us today to experience the Bayou difference.
And welcome back. And we're about to get things going here at this injury timeout. And
Who was the injured player, VK? That's what we're trying
I
to see.
kind of missed that
Me too.
one for a second,
But he did walk off on
he
his
did
own
walk
power.
on his own power.
That's always a good thing every time.
Yes. And actually, that is 41 who walks off, Jeffrey Curtis. So
Hope he gets
hopefully he's okay. They're going to monitor him right quick. And here we go. 1st and 10 Purple Knights from the 23. The snap. Here is Lewis. Lewis cutting back. Lewis getting loose. Lewis with a nice run. 9 yards on that game.
To your point, JB, they need to give Khalil Lewis this ball more. Make him the more focal point and let him loosen up this defense, and that's where you attack them on the perimeter. If you give Khalil Lewis the ball, guys, let him get those chunk yardage and loosen the defense up, BK.
2nd and 1 from the 14-yard line.
1
Tight
minute.
formation. We're coming up to a minute to go in the 3rd. The snap. Here's Lewis again. Lewis up the middle, and he's going to have enough first down for the Purple Knights inside the Artie Hippie Light red zone in this 3rd quarter, brought to you by Little Dizzy's Cafe. 1st and 10 Purple Knights inside the Curtis 11-yard line. We're at 51 seconds left in your 3rd quarter.
And the car is up 17-10 on Calicut Baton Rouge.
Close game up in Berman.
Knew that would be close.
1st and 10, Purple Knights. Back to pass, Coulon. Coulon's going to take the draw. Coulon, 5, end zone! Touchdown for the set against the Purple Knights. But Sean Coulon taking himself from 11 yards as the Purple Knights retake the lead.
That's how you make up for the mistakes you made.
Yes.
That's how you make up for the mistakes you made.
Throws 2 picks and it says, you know what? Let me show y'all what I could do with my wheels. And he got it done.
I think they're going to go for 2 here, George.
They're going to go for 2.
to get the 7.
They're still on the field, so
Yep.
2-point conversion coming up, 19-14 for St. Augustine.
Is this the way the ebb and flow of this game is going in this 3rd quarter, y'all? We might be in for a little theater cinema.
We might be. 4 quarters.
Look at it. Look at it.
Here we go, shotgun formation.
I know I kind of.
Coulon looking. Pistol formation with 10. Man in motion.
5 seconds.
And Coulon, option to the right. And Curtis read that all the way. That try is no good.
It was obvious how that play was going with the 2 guys to his right.
Absolutely.
The anticipation by Curtis, though, Very important the way they got that 2-pointer.
33 seconds left in your third quarter. We're coming right back. 19-14, St. Augustine over Curtis.
What's up, everybody? Me and VK Jones had to come to Little Dizzy's. Yeah, well, VK, man, wasted no time, and he loved the fried chicken and the dirty rice from Little Dizzy's. Look at what I had. Yes, indeed. Oh, y'all know I love candy yams. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that fried chicken was one of the best I ever had. And just like how Miss Arkisha Baquette says it, come to Little Dizzy's, where the food is always hot and it comes straight from the pot.
Welcome back. 33 seconds left in your third quarter. Vashawn Coulon, 11-yard touchdown as St. Augustine taking a 19-14 lead on John Curtis. And a very good one here in the third quarter.
I got another score for you right quick. Third quarter, Shaw leads Vanderbilt Catholic 10-0.
Big time touchdown there for the Shaw Eagles as they're trying to get back to the dome. Kickoff coming up for Darren Coates. Waiting to return for John Curtis will be Jacoby Boudreaux and Jaden Turner. And let's see what John Curtis do with this possession. 33 seconds left in your third. VK Jones and Jared J.B. Boyd, George Peppers with you. And a little bit of a squiv kick. Let's see, Curtis will get the possession. And they return it to the 38-yard line. And credit for John Curtis, and that is Keyshawn Linton getting that return right there for the Patriots.
Everybody watching, hit that like button, please. Hit that like button. It don't take you 2 seconds to hit the like button. Hit that like button. Tell somebody, come on in, watch this game right here between St. Augustine and John Curtis. And also subscribe to the JB the Sports Guy YouTube page.
Continue to comment, continue to chat. Here we go. 1st and 10 for John Curtis from their 38-yard line under center's Paget. Paget goes to the handoff to the fullback on that one. That's Jacoby Boudreaux on that carry. He's going to get about 3 yards on that one.
Probably the last play of the third quarter. 17
Let's see.
seconds.
15, and let's see.
Yeah,
I don't think they're not going to run another play here. And that will be the end of your third quarter. Your score, the St. Augustine Purple Knights 19, the John Curtis Patriot 14. We're coming back in this thriller on the fourth quarter. This is the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week.
If you're looking for the best pizza in Metro New Orleans, then you're in the right place. Moe's Pizza has a great selection of Italian food that can satisfy your appetite, and they can also cater to your needs in any event. Give them a call at 504-341-9650 or log on to www.moespizzanola.com, located at 1112 Avenue H in West Wego, Louisiana. Moe's Pizza, Italians do it better.
And welcome back as we about to start the fourth quarter, 19-14. St. Augustine over John Curtis. Look like we're getting some rain now on the outside.
We are. I'm looking at the sideline right here, and I see
some umbrellas.
Yeah,
rain coming from Homer. Rain coming from Homer.
Yeah, might have to cover the crowd, might possibly, JB.
You might be all right.
Let's see. If it's not that much, we might be okay. As we're about to get started here as the Patriots with the football, still with possession, 2nd and 7 coming up. And they're right at the 41. They got to get to the 48 for a first down under center's Paget. Paget, and actually it goes to Boudreaux. Boudreaux only going to get a yard. Credit the Purple Knights and Chad Jones making the play. Big time play there for Chad Jones. Only about a yard. Make it 2. So it's 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4 for the Purple Knights. That's for the Patriots. They got to get to their own 48. 2 receivers on the right side. Under center's Paget.
He's throwing.
Play action. Paget, pressure's coming.
You got a guy
He'll
open.
throw it. Open, caught! A big catch, and John Curtis will have the first down.
The St. Louis defender had his eyes in the defensive in the backfield of offense, not on his man, and that's how he got open.
Very much agreed on that one.
There's an old saying, you get caught peeking, you're going to get hurt. And that's just what happened to St. Augustine right there. They peeked in the backfield.
Cabrin White with the catch for the Patriots. It's John Curtis driving. And they're right at the Purple Knights, 33 on 1st and 10. Paget under center. Paget keeps the pitch, wide open going to the left side, and it is Rocky with a nice run into the first down, and it'll be flags down.
Flags
it could be
everywhere. It might be a face mask.
potential, an extra 15 on that one.
So while we await, there are some interesting doings going on around the state. Carr, as you mentioned, leads Catholic 17-10. That's at halftime. Ouachita Parish 14, Neville 0 in the third quarter.
And a face mask on St. Augustine.
That's 15.
Robrowski with a big run.
Half the distance.
And it'll be half the distance.
Yeah. Zachary in the fourth quarter leads Ruston 17-14.
And is inside the Artie Hippolyte red zone here for John Curtis. And we're under 11 minutes in your ball game, and it's a 5-point lead for St. Augustine.
If this comeback happens, this will be the mother of comebacks. University was down 20-0. It is 27-21 St. Charles.
And it is Boudreaux, got the blocks in front, and he's close to the 1. Jacoby Boudreaux had some blockers right there in front of him, and a good run. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Now, if you're Curtis and you score, JB and VK, do you go for 2? Because you would go up 1 with the touchdown. The 2 would get you a 3-point lead. I think I would.
They probably would.
Yeah.
Be honest with you.
To try to get that
3-point lead. Yeah.
Exactly.
2nd and goal for John Curtis. And they're right at the 2-yard line. Under center, Paget. And the handoff is Boudreaux in the end zone. Touchdown for the Patriots. 2-yard touchdown, Jacoby Boudreaux, as John Curtis has taken a 1-point lead.
As we await the try, one of the scores that I've been kind of tracking that is shocking to me, and it's this one. The Westminster Christian team that was #1 all year long is down 33-7.
Wow.
In the third quarter to Ascension Catholic.
Iowa leads Bell Chase 28-14.
So here we go.
MVKM.
No, I'm good. You're not making me mad tonight. Not at all.
Here we go.
Here we go. 2-point conversion coming up and going up the middle. They got it. 2-point conversion. Good. And it's Boudreaux again. John Curtis, 22. St. Augustine, 19. 10:01 left in your fourth quarter.
A lot of football to be played.
Let's take a timeout. We're coming back.
If you're looking for the best pizza in Metro New Orleans, then you're in the right place. Moe's Pizza has a great selection of Italian food that can satisfy your appetite, and they can also cater to your needs in any event. Give them a call at 504-341-9650 or log on to www.moespizzanola.com, located at 1112 Avenue H in West Wego, Louisiana. Moe's Pizza, Italians do it better.
And welcome back. A big-time touchdown there, 2 yards for Jacoby Boudreaux. He gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and it's a 3-point lead for John Curtis. 10:01 left in your ball game. Plenty of time, but this is a big-time thriller here in the state semifinals. Winner going to the Caesar Superdome next week.
We didn't mention this in the pregame, and it's really wild that it didn't. And it's really played itself out. Miguel Whitley has not touched the football at all tonight.
Right.
At all.
That's
You're right.
an impact player, and Curtis has done a yeoman's work keeping him out of the loop, per se.
Very much agreed. Whitley is waiting to return. He's one of the returners for the Purple Knights, including Bennett.
You got your speed guys back there, too.
Here we go. And here's the kick there. Rodriguez, and it is Whitley. He'll take it from the 5-yard line. Miguel Whitley looking, got a hole, and I got a return return for Whitley. We mentioned he hasn't really touched it.
We got
but
flags.
Got a flag, and it was right after the play was over.
Let's see what this ref calls.
So the River Parish is not doing too hot tonight. The Bayou. Mangum is up on South Plaquemines in the third quarter, 35-0.
Man.
And Sterlington, the Panthers look like they might be coming back to the Dome to repeat. They lead in the third quarter over St. James, 42-24. Gina, the glass ceiling is breaking, guys, 30-6. They lead Union Parish.
Shaw is up 13-0 now over Vanderbilt Catholic.
And it's unsportsmanlike conduct on John Curtis.
15. Haynesville, 37. Jeanneret, 6. That's at halftime. But how about this, guys, in the third quarter? Dunham and Lafayette Christian, Elijah Haven and company against that offense, 34-34 in the third quarter.
Yes, indeed.
Wow.
That is a calculator's, scoreboard operator's dream.
Urbanite start from the 34, and here is Lewis. Lewis trying to cut back. He's going to get only 2 yards on that gain.
You know,
And you, speaking of family, big play there by Jaden Keelan. So it's 2nd and 8. And now Kohan Davis in for the Purple Knights with a change of pace here. We're at 9:33 left in your ball game. 3-point lead for John Curtis. Coulon under center, 10 on the play clock. Coulon with the play action pass. Coulon has time. Coulon looking, has a gap. He's going to take it. And Coulon, first down and more. A big time run for Vashawn Coulon. And he's right at the Curtis 49.
Tell you what, if it's on Coulon, making a smart move, play action play, nobody was open, he took off running. So he may have to do a little bit more of that. You never know, but we'll see.
He does have legs, ladies and gentlemen. We're under 9 minutes left. 1st and 10, right at the Curtis 49. 4 receiver sets this time. And here is Kohan Davis. Davis on the hole. Davis, what a big run.
This freshman right here, Kohan Davis, y'all gotta keep an eye on him for years to come. This guy is very special.
Just a freshman, ladies and gentlemen. Just a freshman.
He reminds me of Leonard Fournette as a freshman. The size, his size.
And he still can grow.
Yes.
And here we go, 1st and 10 inside the Curtis 34. Make it the 33-yard line. Now, Lewis. Lewis cutting back. Lewis, and he's going to get about 3. Make it 2 yards on that gain.
Big finish. Big finish, y'all.
2nd and 8 coming up. Inside the Curtis 31. Purple Knights on a drive here. 5 receivers this time for Coulon.
Might be a quarterback draw.
On 2nd and 8, yeah, that's an interesting
Back
play.
to pass, and here is Coulon. Coulon's got time. Coulon sees a gap. He throws it wide open, cut, and it's Bennett. Bennett cuts back, and a big play, 1st and goal for St. Augustine inside the Curtis 8-yard line.
Big time play for St. Augustine right there. Vashawn Coulon keeping his eyes down the field, even when he stepped up in the pocket, finding receivers. That's what makes him a very special quarterback in the state of Louisiana.
7:43 left and counting. 1st and goal inside the 8-yard line. Handoff Davis. Davis trying to cut back. Davis, they're right at the 7. 2-yard gain. Make it a 1-yard gain on that one.
Halftime at Yeoman, Tulane 17, North Texas 7.
I got a 24-7 score, buddy.
24-7.
Yeah.
Okay, on me. My thing didn't update.
You all right, brother. You all right.
I know.
2nd and goal from the 7-yard line. We're coming up towards 7 minutes. Davis in the backfield with Coulon. High snap is Davis. Davis on the right side has a surge. Let's see. Let's get easy. Touchdown. Cohan Davis from 7 yards.
Kohan Davis, I'm telling you, man.
Man-child.
Yes, you
He's a man
said the
child.
word. Yes, sir. As a freshman.
Come on,
Touchdown
man.
counts right there.
But this is the versatility, VK and JB, we were talking about with their backfield, with Lewis, and then you got a guy like Davis. How do you prep for that? I mean, Davis is I said, man-child. Go ahead, JB.
3-point lead.
We said it in the pregame. They have plugged people in at running back
Next man
and
up.
wide receiver, and they haven't missed a beat.
Purple Knights going for 2. 3 receivers. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Man in motion.
Huge conversion here.
They go back to the other side. Coulon will try to take the draw. Coulon will be short.
I don't get that. Trying to make it a 5-point lead. Just kick the extra point. It's a 4-point
Exactly.
lead.
I agree.
What are
I
you
don't get
chasing?
it. Yeah.
Why are you
Agree.
chasing points? You kick the extra point. Curtis would have to score a touchdown if you kick that extra point.
Very much agreed. Very much agreed. We're coming right back. This is the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week.
JFK Martial Arts offers a wide variety of martial arts programs for kids, teens, and adults as they empower lives through martial arts. Please give them a call at 985-266-0664 and don't forget to ask about their 1-week free special.
Welcome back. 6:59 left in your ball game. The Purple Knights, 7-yard touchdown by Kohan Davis as St. Augustine up 25-22. And I tell you, man, big time drive as the Purple Knights taking the lead right back. And now let's see what John Curtis does on their next drive.
Kohan Davis is just a man-child, guys. I keep saying it, but I didn't understand the decision to go for 2 right there. Not to, dog in a fight or anything, but
Right.
logic tells you kick the extra point, you go up 4. Curtis has to get 6. Now let's see how this chapter of this story will be written here with 6:59 to go.
Everybody, hit the likes and
Keep-
subscribe. Let's do
Keep
it.
on, yes.
Absolutely. And continue to chat on.
Yep.
And
Wait.
don't pick on VK, y'all. Leave him alone.
Waiting to return will be Jacoby Boudreaux, the kick, and they're going to take it from the 35 and credit the St. Augustine special teams. And John Curtis will start from there on 31.
So we pretty much are in the middle of the fourth quarter now.
Mhm.
This has been a drag 'em out fight right now between both teams.
Heavyweight.
Yeah.
Yep.
So let's see now
Does
who's gonna
Curtis-
step up
There's been
and get it done for their team.
there have been some great battles between these two teams
If
in
you-
a long time, and we got another one tonight. 1st and 10 from the 31 for Curtis. Under center, Paget. Handoff is Boudreaux. Boudreaux got positive yards on that one.
Good 4 yards on that run right there. The dive has been what's worked most of the night for John Curtis.
And
Here's
they're
a,
right at the 35.
here's a sell for next year for schools that won their games on the Hash It Out show next year. If you want theater, high drama, come see us. We'll give it to you. Because every game we've been to in these playoffs has been nothing short of crazy drama.
That was a 5-yard gain for Jacoby. And here we go, 2nd and 5. Under center, Paget. Handoff again, and it is Boudreaux. Boudreaux, he's gonna get 2 yards.
Big third down coming up
Big
here.
time.
Make
Third
it a
down.
yard on that one. So
Huge.
it'll be maybe
Third,
3rd and
third.
4 coming up.
Now, I think, am I reading that right? Both teams have their allotment of timeouts?
Yes.
Yes, they do.
Yep.
6 minutes left in your ball game. It's a big 3rd down. 3rd and 4 for John Curtis. Crowd on their feet.
Yeah, you can hear
Both
him.
sides.
You can hear him.
And here we go. 3rd and 4 coming up. Under center, Paget. Split backs for John Curtis. Handoff again. That's a keeper. Paget, 1st down. Big time there for London Paget.
What you
And
saw,
he moves the chains.
what you saw right there was conviction by London Paget. He had it on his mind. He's like, you know what? I'm taking this thing. I'm getting this 1st down. That's what you saw there because he took the snap and just jetted.
True. But the defense for St. Augustine fell for the dive play, which
Sure
opened up
did.
the outside for Patrick to get the 1st down.
Agreed. 1st and 10, John Curtis, and now they're inside their 43-yard line. 2 receivers, they're both on the right side. Split backs for the Patriots. Under center's Paget. Boudreaux with the handoff. Boudreaux is only going to get 2 yards on that gain.
Credit St. Aug defense right there.
This
Big time
time-
stop.
This time they were able to get it.
And the stop by Clint Hill.
Yeah, Clint Hill came up, make that stop.
2nd and 8 for the Patriots. Clock running with 4:50 left. 3-point lead for the Purple Knights. 2nd and 8. 2 receivers to the right side, split backs. Under center is Paget. Man in motion. The handoff again, and he's only going to get about a yard.
St. Augustine, they have stepped up on these last 2 plays. It's about 3rd and 7 right now. And you can hear the crowd, VK Jones. You can hear them. The St. Aug fans, they're getting loud right now. They know how crucial this down is right here.
Robrowski with that run, he only got a yard. It is 3rd and 5. Make it 3rd and 6. As Curtis got to get to the St. Augustine 47 for a first down.
Everybody, hit the lights. Hit the lights for us, everybody.
We're coming to the 4-minute mark. 10 on the play clock. And St. Aug's got to watch the option. Here we go. Under center's Paget. Paget on the reverse. But they got a lane, but the St. Augustine Purple Knights will make the stop. What a play.
That is Ty Dominique right there, ladies and gentlemen, with the stop. Big time play.
For a second, they went outside.
JT Curtis for calling that play, but St. Aug, what discipline they showed.
Derek Horton with that play. Timeout's called John Curtis.
Did they call timeout?
Yes, Curtis is called timeout.
Okay, because I see him in formation. I'm like, okay.
They were setting up the punt.
Taking it?
With 3:34 left.
Right.
Let's take a timeout. This is the Hash It Out Show. Game of the Week State Semifinals.
Hey, parents and coaches, want your young athlete to go far on and off the field? Kumon of Gretna is the place for you. Whether it's reading plays or calculating scores, early literacy and math skills teach focus, discipline, and decision making. Give your student athlete the edge. Start early, start smart at Kumon of Gretna.
Welcome back. 3-point lead for the St. Augustine Purple Knights. And let's see what John Curtis does if they punt the football. They have only 2 timeouts left.
I think you kick it, VK, and put it in your defense's hands. I'm not sure you want to go. They're not on the plus side of the fence. They are fairly close to it, but
The offense is still
yeah,
on
they're
the
going to.
field.
Oh boy, this is.
They're going for this. Huge 4th down here for the Purple Knights. Now, for the Patriots, St. Aug's want to call a timeout, and they will call a timeout.
Are they?
Yeah, they did. They
did.
They
Okay,
had the punt, return team still on the field.
They did.
All right.
Timeout, Purple Knights.
We taking it.
This is the Hash It Out Show, Game of the Week.
If you ever need help with 401k services, fiduciary services, or executive benefits, then Jeremy Callaghan of CoSource Financial Group is the guy to see. You can reach him at 337-606-9860.
Welcome back. St. Augustine had to call a timeout because it looked like the offense came back on the field for Curtis. So St. Aug had to counter, call a timeout, and reset everything.
Was that showing your hand for John Curtis, or do you think they're going to go for
No, I think St. Augustine pretty much thought they were still going to punt.
No, I'm
and
saying,
then,
but does John Curtis go for it? They are going to go for
for
it.
And Paget is going on the field. John Curtis will go for it on 4th and 8. They got to get to the 30, make it the 47-yard line.
Here we go.
Here we go. 4th and 8 for Curtis. Under center's Paget, a man in motion. Paget, back to pass. Paget looking, throw it in, and it is
Complete.
gone! A big catch! John Curtis with a huge first down. My goodness! Paul Dufresne for the Patriots.
Wow, what a play.
That was a money play by Paget, but Dufresne not giving up on the route, making the play, giving Curtis a fresh set of downs.
Purple Knights had a chance to knock it down, but Dufresne made the catch. Here we go. 1st and 10, Patriots inside the Purple Knights 42. Split backs with 3:10 left. The handoff is Boudreaux going to the right side. Boudreaux, he's still going. Boudreaux with good yards. 9 yards for Jacoby Boudreaux.
You don't give up on the play. You don't give up on the play, and that's what Jacoby Boudreaux just did.
Them legs were churning and churning
Yes.
and churning, and he got 9. 2nd and 1, inside of 3 minutes to go, 2:48. Aug protecting a 3-point lead.
3 and under 3 minutes left, and I tell you, Boudreaux having a big second half.
Yes,
Hit the
he
lights,
has.
ladies and gentlemen. Hit the lights.
Keep
2nd
hitting
and
them.
1. They're right at the 33. They got to get to the 32 for a first down. Split backs, tight formation this time. This time they go to Ledette, and he's going to have enough.
got it.
First down for John Curtis.
That's the change of pace backs that Curtis has. Boudreaux, the guy that can get you those tough yards up the middle, and Ledette, more of a, I don't want to say scat back type, but more of a guy that can more flex than he can get when he gets the first down. So
Clock is running with 2:04. 2:05 left in the game.
stopped actually.
Just stop for a second because they got to move the chains.
Move the yardsticks, the chain markers.
Well, it stopped, but it's showing 3rd down.
Yeah,
Like he didn't get it.
I don't know.
There
if
we
he got
go.
it.
Now we're moving. Wait, let's see.
Nope, it's 3rd down, y'all. They have
Third
not changed the
down?
down
Wow.
marker. They have not changed. He didn't get it.
He didn't get it. Wow.
So this is
No,
two.
it's first down. This is first down. They're
We
moving the
thought.
chain. They're moving the chain. This
Oh,
first
there
down.
they go. There they go.
Yeah.
1st and 10.
Plenty of time for
yeah,
John Curtis.
We got confused for a second. Now we're going to the 2-minute mark here. From the 31 for John Curtis under center's Paget. Paget on the
Paget
option.
got it.
He's got a wide open lane here. Pitches out, and it is Boudreaux. Boudreaux, and he will go out of bounds. A 1st and goal for John Curtis at the 6-yard line.
But what he does, he goes out of bounds. What does it do? Stop the clock.
What a penalty flag holding
Oh, this is
on John
holding.
Curtis.
Oh, crucial.
That just woo.
Back break. Not a
That
back
just,
break.
not a bad break, but that just
Crucial.
That just helped St. Augustine right there.
It did.
That gave them some more life.
It did.
Somebody blew more air in a balloon.
A big penalty there for John Curtis. They have not had too many penalties tonight. So now the ball back to the St. Augustine 30.
Nobody needs a pacemaker, huh?
Are we good?
Are we good?
First down, 8 yards to go. And under center's Paget with the 2 backs. 1:45 left. Can the Purple Knights dig deep? Let's see. The handoff, and
No,
it
it's
is
not.
Paget who keeps. Paget first down.
Same play.
My goodness.
Exact same play.
Clock will stop until they reset the chains.
1:38 left.
St. Aug's got 2. No, they got all their timeouts.
They got 2. They got 2
timeouts
timeouts left.
Both teams 2 timeouts
Okay,
left.
gotcha. Thank you, boss.
1:34 and counting. Curtis, 1st and 10 inside the Purple Knights 21. We got 1:26 left, 3-point lead for St. Augustine. Under center is Paget. The handoff, middle, nothing.
St. Augustine was ready for that.
1 yard on that gain.
I think Coach Curtis just called a timeout. Yes, he did.
Timeout for John Curtis. That was Ledette on that carry. And let's take it with him. This is the Hash It Out Show. Game of the week.
HBP Construction and Consulting is licensed in residential and commercial construction. They offer electrical, municipal, mechanical, public works services, and more. You can reach them at 504-677-2018 or visit them at 650 Poydras Street, Suite 1400.
I'm getting up for this.
And welcome back. 1:15 left in your ball game. John Curtis calls a timeout, and they have 1 timeout left. Here we go. First is 2nd and 9. They're from the 20-yard line. Split backs for Paget. And a handoff middle, and only going to get about another yard on that one. Make it 2 for Jacoby Boudreaux.
I'm going to say it right here, right now. 3rd down. Curtis runs some type of play action. Padgett looking to throw. I have a strong feeling that this is what you're about to see.
I can agree with that. Under a minute to go in your ball game. 3-point lead for St. Augustine. Curtis looking to try to have a chance.
That's 12 guys in the huddle.
The 12 guys in the huddle. Here we go. Timeout is called.
But St. Augustine called a timeout.
Oh,
What
wow.
are you doing, St. Augustine? Wow. Let that play out.
No. It should have been, the penalty should have been called right then and
right
there.
before the timeout.
That was a huddle. This should have been called.
12 in the huddle. Holy cow.
We stand right here, VK.
Let's keep it.
47 seconds left, and St. Augustine calls the timeout. Now they have one timeout left.
But
and
that's an egregious miss right there.
that is a miss. I mean,
in a very big spot, VK. Very big spot.
There's 12 in the huddle. That's a flag.
All day. Basic referee 101. Throw it. 12 guys in the huddle, supposed to be 11.
Everybody,
goodness.
hit the like and subscribe, everybody. Subscribe to the page and hit the like. Hit the like button. You are watching the instant classic right here on the YouTube page of JB, the sports guy.
Great moments in this rivalry.
St. Augustine took the timeout.
You look at players like Jeff Curtis and Jonathan Wells, Sean Rhodes, Leonard Fournette.
The late Joe McKnight.
And the late Joe McKnight. This is another epic between these two. 3rd and 7.
This is gonna be a play action roll out to the left,
it
I
is.
think.
They're right at the 18-yard line.
There it is.
Back to pass, Padgett, time, throws deep, end zone, God! Touchdown for John Curtis, my God! 17 yards! And it's Derek Horton.
That's the one they call Cheetah, Derek Horton.
Wow! JB, you was on the money with that one.
I mean, I know football. I know football. And I know that Padgett can throw the ball.
Curtis leads with 39 seconds. 28-25.
Boy, but that 12-man call not being made. Holy cow. Extra point forthcoming.
How big is that St. Augustine now deciding to go for 2 instead of kicking extra point?
Exactly.
How big is that right now?
I agree.
If you don't block this or it's not missed, you got to go for a touchdown.
Matias Hernandez for the extra point. An important one. Snap down. The kick is up, and it is good. 39 seconds left in your ball game. The John Curtis Patriots 29. The St. Augustine Purple Knights 25. Still a little time, but the Purple Knights has got to have a tremendous kickoff return to have a chance.
One timeout of one stoppage of the clock on their side, though. So what you're doing if you're St. August, sideline. That's what you're doing. You're trying to preserve time and move the ball as quickly as you can.
But what if St. Augustine runs the kickoff back?
Well, that would be theater, cinema.
There you go.
And the biggest thing, does John Curtis,
You hear the Curtis fans, they yelling defense.
does John Curtis do a regular kickoff, or do they kick it away
You
from
got
the
to kick this
returners?
deep. You got to kick this deep.
Yeah,
You have to
exactly.
kick this deep.
No matter how much you respect the St. Aug return game, VK, if you're John Curtis, you got to bang this thing down. You got to bang this football down the field and don't give them a chance. A squib kick would give them short field.
Absolutely.
So I don't know if you do that. I don't think you would.
Miguel Whitley, Derek Bennett waiting to return for the Purple Knights. Kicking off for John Curtis. And it looks like it's Matias Hernandez on the kickoff.
Let's see what they do. Still one stoppage of the clock for the Purple Knights as they get the ball back offensively, if they don't run it back, JB.
Excuse me on that one. Correction, Neil Looking Hall kicking off this time for John Curtis. 39 seconds left. This is a huge kickoff. Let's see what the Purple Knights do. Here's the kick. And it goes on the ground. Purple Knights will fall on it 1st and 10. And I'll tell you one thing, smart play by John Curtis. They decided not to go to the returners. They decided to go on the ground with it. And now the Purple Knights, let's see what they do.
Only
with
1
a second just came off the clock.
Only 1 second came off that clock, VK. That's what I was going to say. Only
Ruston
1
has
second.
defeated Zachary.
Final?
Ruston's going back to the Dome for the 4th straight year. 21-17.
Here we go. Crowd on their feet, both sides. 4-point lead for John Curtis. 38 seconds left. 5 receivers this time for Vashawn Coulon.
Empty set.
Coulon back to pass. Coulon has time. He'll throw sideline. It is Khalil Lewis. Lewis will try to take off. He'll go out of bounds. It'll be a first down for the Purple Knights.
But see, he chunk yardage, VK, chunk yardage. Burn a few seconds, but get out of bounds. You burn 6 seconds on that play.
32 seconds left. And the clock running, and the Purple Knights got to hurry. Actually, the clock does stop because he did go out of bounds.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Back to
He went
pass. Coulon gets it, and Bennett makes the catch out of bounds. And he's right at the first down marker, 1st and 10.
There you go.
down.
You're picking up
26 seconds left.
6 seconds again.
But Curtis playing soft right now.
Right, they're playing in front. They're not letting them go deep. And
Right.
you don't want to do that. If you get it, you get it.
They're inside the 48 with 26 seconds. Back to pass is Coulon. Coulon will throw sideline again. It's Bennett, and right at the first down marker again. Purple Knights moving at the 38-yard line. They're in a little bit of striking distance with 23 seconds. St. August taking everything that Curtis is giving them.
University has taken the lead over St. Charles Catholic.
Wow!
From
Here we
20
go.
down, by the way.
28-27.
1st and 10 at the 38. Curtis back to pass is Coulon. Coulon pump fakes. Coulon, it's going to go deep. Coulon, that's going to be a flag!
That is pass interference / defensive holding.
That's passing.
Wow!
Spot foul. No, that's not a spot foul. That's 15, right? In high school.
It should be
Under 15, spot foul, but more than 15.
pass interference on John Curtis.
Costly.
Good pump fake there for Coulon.
18 seconds, VK.
18 seconds, enough time. Striking distance for the Purple Knights.
So University has won that game, or they took the lead?
Took the lead.
Okay. They were down 20-0.
We got high drama, folks. 18 seconds left.
Here we go.
Purple Knights are now at the 23-yard line of Curtis. 4-point lead, 18 seconds. Man in motion. Coulon, back to pass. Coulon has some time. Coulon's going to take off. Coulon's going to run it. Coulon out of bounds. And he has a big first down out of bounds there with 11 seconds.
Use 7 seconds on that play. Good decision making by Coulon to
Very
get
good
out.
decision.
But Curtis not protecting the out of bounds, though.
11 seconds left, and it'll be 1st and 10 for St. Augustine at the 11. St. August still 1 timeout left. Purple Knights with an opportunity. 4 receivers on 1st and 10. Man in motion.
Man-to-man coverage right here. Man-to-man.
They switch
They
it up with
blitzing.
7.
It's cover 0.
Back to pass. Coulon will throw it up. It's gone, and they're going to go.
You got to call timeout?
You got to call timeout. They do.
4 seconds. 4 seconds.
4 seconds left. Vashawn Sims had the catch. He tried to go forward, but he got hit.
How many yards did he get?
He's at the 4-yard line.
He's at the 4.
Oh boy, last play of the game. Wherever you're at.
Timeout called by St. Augustine. Last timeout, 4 seconds.
They would cover 0. That's
I
what
don't
they
think
was
you
in.
want to do that again, though. I'm not sure you want to do that.
If they ain't cover 0 again, St. Augustine needs somebody to run some drags or slants into the end zone.
Yep, and then you pick it off. And you pick it up right there.
This has been an unbelievable ball game, ladies and gentlemen.
We knew it would.
It wouldn't surprise me if
Another
they
one.
in zone defense. Curtis come out in the zone defense, maybe. We'll see.
Let's
It's
see.
been a great ball game, VK. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro.
and this could be, and I ain't gonna lie, this could be also a pass with a quarterback option for Coulon. If he has the time and finds a lane, I wouldn't be surprised he'll take the chance.
We'll see.
I wonder if Curtis spies him, though.
Now, I think they would too. That's a strategy they could do as well.
I mean, because you got to respect the man's ability to extend
But think
plays on
about
his
it.
feet. What's
If-
up?
if they keep-
Crowd on their feet.
If they keep the extra point, you go for the field goal right now.
Crowd on their feet,
Oh, yeah.
ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. 4 seconds left. Final play of the ball game. 4 receiver sets. A chance, a trip to the Superdome on his last play. Timeout for John Curtis. They was just trying to see.
They wanted to see what all was lined up, and that is
Absolutely.
a strategic timeout. So they've got
Still-
one timeout left. John
One
Curtis.
timeout. That's it. No, this is their last.
Oh no, this is it. Yeah, they're going to
This
take
is
it
it.
off now. Okay, good. Now nobody's leaving timeouts in the pocket.
I'm not surprised John Curtis did that too. I'm not surprised. They was trying to see what St. Aug was in, and it was like, hey, let's start the clock. Let's talk. Let's see what else we come up with.
Man.
Whew.
Man, look at the people around the end zone.
Jeez.
They ready to storm the field.
See this, huh?
Yeah, my goodness.
And I think the people got to make sure they stay way above that till that game is over.
Exactly.
It might be St. Aug's students.
Look, there are people coming from the
Wow.
bleachers onto the field.
Why? Oh my goodness.
If St. Aug scores this touchdown, these people about to rush the field, storm the field, whatever you call it, VK Jones.
I'm really surprised the security's not stopping, but it is what it is.
Ain't enough of them.
Not
It's not enough of
You're
them.
right.
No,
You're
there
absolutely
isn't.
right.
All right, Parker Boyd, let's get it.
Here we go. Last play of the ball game here. Who goes to the Superdome? Will it be John Curtis? Will it be
Let's cover
St.
zero again.
Augustine?
Let's cover zero again.
Here we go. Second and goal. 4 seconds left. 4 receivers. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. And it's Lewis with Coulon. Back the pass. Coulon. Pressure comes. Coulon. He got him. Touchdown! Touchdown! Blue Pennant! Oh my goodness! The glass ceiling is broken! The Purple Knights, for the first time since 1979,
Zoom in.
they're going to the state championship! My goodness!
Who caught that?
Derek Bennett for the game winner! Wow! Congratulations to the St. Augustine Purple Knights! What a game! It came down to one last play, and the Purple Knights have done it! 46 years, and the Knights have kicked down the door of the Caesar Superdome!
That's it. They'll be there next week, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
knock the
no,
door
they
down to
kicked
enter
it
it.
That's what I was saying.
St. Augustine first introduced this Superdome idea in 1978 when they played the Jesuit Blue Jays and winning their first back-to-back. Their last trip in 79 was at Strawberry Stadium. And my father was on the bus going and taking fans to the game.
Look at this. Look at the
this
scene.
scene.
Look at the scene, man.
Oh my God.
This is
amazing
my
stuff.
goodness.
So who are they going to play? Still yet to be in doubt. Edna Carr still leads that game 17-10.
One of the most hardest, and I said it to a lot of even St. Aug fans, this is maybe the toughest semifinal you'll ever play. But you gotta come out and finish. And they did it. What a game tonight as both coaches exchanging pleasantries. And I mean, man.
This is a game, VK, you hate to see somebody
And
lose.
look, Titcher's flaring here, and they gotta back him up. Uh-oh.
Yeah, we don't need that right now.
We don't need that right now.
This
At
is
all.
a celebration.
This is a celebration.
Let's celebrate.
Let's celebrate.
Yeah,
Get them off
we
the
don't
field.
we don't need
and
any of
I think
that.
a lot of the St. Augustine officials, they're stepping in and say, please step back. We're trying to get these players to shake hands. And I just knew that this was going to be a little bit out of hand when you see the fans in the end zone. You remember, these players got to shake hands in sportsmanship.
Definitely, man. This is one of the best games I've
best
seen,
game.
man. My God, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness
What
gracious.
a game,
What a
man.
game tonight.
Jesus.
Vashon Coulon, Derek Bennett for the game-winning 7-yard touchdown as the Purple Knights finally break the glass ceiling. Probably one of the best St. Aug and Curtis games you'll ever see.
Yes, sir. Without a doubt.
Is
and
there
I
any
think-
question?
And
They went down the field in 39 seconds to win the game.
And I think St. Augustine, when you look at this, the histories of this are great ball games. Ed Daniels would be proud of us now of what we have just witnessed.
You know what he's doing right now in heaven? He's like, look at that. Look at this creation. That's what he's doing.
Man, my God, man. We're going to end this one. This is a great moment.
I don't want to end it, man. I'm
not
liking
yet,
what
not
I'm
yet.
seeing right now,
Let's stay
man.
with it. Let's stay with it, VK.
Let's do it about 3 more minutes,
3 more
man.
minutes.
Because we got a bunch of fans still looking at this, man. Let's stick
My
with it about another
goodness,
3 more
this is-
minutes,
This
man.
is a great celebration. ladies and gentlemen, you look over the years of these battles, great games between these two, and this was not the exception. St. Augustine made 6 appearances in the semis. Each one has been defeated, lost by 1 to 5 points.
Not tonight.
Tonight, they come through. And the last semifinal appearance, they lost in a rematch to Rummel. But this time tonight, they had to fight again, and they got it done.
Do want to say this.
Wow.
Do want to say this, and I don't know, we don't say it enough, but VK, we know, is a St. Augustine graduate, JB.
That he is.
Tonight, that was the call of the year, my boy. That was the call of the year. Your call tonight was the call of the year, 100%.
Let me say this.
Go ahead.
And I think it's the most accurate statement. There's a slogan that St. Augustine goes by, and it's called Rise Sons. And you just saw the St. Augustine Sons rising at this moment with that touchdown. They rose to the occasion down, and with 39 seconds left to go. Wow.
And you see, and look at this, the players for St. Augustine, this is great sportsmanship.
Definitely.
They said they're going to the field, they're going to shake Curtis's hand. They're going to give them love. And that's what I call straight up respect, as both St. Augustine and Curtis officials shake each other's hand, as Curtis will go and shake each other's hand. This is what I'm talking about, folks.
Definitely.
That is the great character of both of these institutions.
This is what high school football is all about, guys.
It is.
Absolutely.
What we have seen tonight, this is something that is going to be etched in memory.
All I'm going to tell you, this is definitely the biggest broadcast of my career. If anybody kept up with me, I call... I'm
go ahead, man.
We know.
You excited. Go ahead, brother.
I called the upset at Coahoma Community College when Coahoma beat the number 4 team in the nation. They beat Jones College. And that was the biggest day of my life. You have to think, the MACC is the SEC in junior college.
Man, don't get mad at us. Go ahead, man.
I'm just saying. Coahoma's not known for winning.
No.
And for them to win that game and that night, I mean, I never forget that night.
The Florida State
But
of the
now,
MACC.
all of a sudden, you get this kind of night that this St. Augustine program now will have a chance to go for their 4th state title in the history of the school.
Definitely. Well, VK, we're gonna end this now because you got to get down there and get an interview.
Yes, we all got to get down there.
And me, George, and Parker, we'll start packing up. But, man, look, everybody, before I let VK sign us out, man, thank y'all for tuning into this game. Thank y'all so much, man. It's been a pleasure for us to bring you Louisiana high school football this season. 24 games we brought to you. We're going into basketball, but, I think we ended the football season, the Hasselhoff Show game of the week, with a banger, ladies and gentlemen. VK,
I do.
go ahead, George.
I actually have some final thoughts. There were some personal things I wanted to say to you, VK. First off, goodness, can't even close the bag. That's how excited you are. Congratulations, VK. I know you're a St. Aug alum, but calling this game the way you did and us being here with you to share this moment, it's a special night. It is a special night. And your alma mater, JB.
We was up 27-0.
27-0.
Yeah.
It looks like I'm going to see 2 of my best friends' alma maters playing for a state title next week. That's going to be some great stuff. But tonight, the chapter was written. The story was written. I said this at the 6-minute mark. How would this story play out? I tell you what, this would be an absolute bestseller if this was a book. But this was real. Absolutely real. But John Curtis, hats off to you guys. Y'all were down 13-0. Y'all fought all the way. We knew this would be a much closer game than the last time they played. We knew. There was no way you could tell me with a straight face that result in Week 10 was going to happen again tonight. So kudos to John Curtis. But how about the coaching job, Robert Valdez, on that last drive? Out routes, chunk yardage. He just beat the GOAT, VK. That's who y'all just knocked out. The GOAT of coaches in JT Curtis. He's playing for his team is going to a state championship game next week. Still no final from Algiers on the Carr Catholic game. But this year,
we got a final. We got a final.
We do. Who is it?
I'm about to get it for you.
All right. Well,
Carr wins 17-10.
So it's a district rematch for the state championship, and it's the last game of the 8 next week. Holy cow!
Take us home, man.
Go ahead. Send us out.
That is it from here. We'd like to thank Parker Boy. We'd like to thank Devin Martino. We'd like to thank everybody been joining us. George Peppers for our CEO, Jared J.B. Boyd. I'm VK Jones. The final score, St. Augustine 31, John Curtis 29. This has been a presentation of the Hash and Hour Show on JB the Sports Guy on your YouTube. You and yours have a great weekend, and thank you for joining us all season long.